so we had cups.
Right.
But he didn't put his like in his boxers.
Wait,
He
what?
just put it like in the front of his pants. So it slid down. So he has more cup.
There it is, the final kick.
So he didn't have his cup covering him.
I got a genuine
Because he had the cup, but it just kept sliding down. I put my cup in. Well, I put my cup in like out of my boxers, right, in my jeans. 3 seconds went by, and I went, "Oh, that's gonna fall out." Fixed it. Yeah. Joe went the whole way apparently.
Balls
just
cup
with it.
pants.
Yeah.
It's just like he hits it and Joe drops it.
Yeah.
So
We're not live.
No, we're live. Look at chat.
Appearance
Right
that you're in
Hi,
off
chat.
topic.
Hey,
It's
what's
not
up?
like you're
Welcome
actually
to
there.
Off Topic.
Shut the hell up.
I'm your host, Michael
Now
Jones.
we're there.
It is
It's
Thursday.
almost Thanksgiving.
November 17th.
Okay, so we'll get you. You should be aware if you watch on the holidays now. So we got a pre-tape because
We'll pre-tape
Pre-tape.
next week's. This is live.
Where? It's true.
anyway, it's almost Thanksgiving. So welcome to the season of pre-tapes.
We just did Extra Life.
We did. Do we?
There's some
we
shit behind you.
Yeah.
Do we not introduce people anymore?
Guess not.
Do we just?
Michael, how rude.
Oh, what's up?
I don't know. Maybe they
Got
have
Lindsay
a lower
Yeah, they
third.
forgot you. They didn't
That's
know your
okay.
name.
They forget me.
Such
They
a
forget
typical
Dre.
name.
They forget
Everyone-
You
everybody.
just seemed like you
His
just
name
wanted
is
to get
Jack.
into it. I
Yeah,
was just
this
trying
is
to.
Steven.
I was
Right.
just talking.
And
I mean, the
that's Jen.
chat
I know.
probably knows who we are. They're being very vocal right now.
They've
Hi, I'm
already
BK.
turned it
Yeah.
off. Already introduced. Now
No,
now you
Jem.
did it too
I
late.
did. I had to. I had to double down at this point.
Extra
So
Life
there's
was this
some,
weekend.
like
some
remnants
stuff.
behind you.
I brought some
Yeah.
toys. So Extra Life was this past weekend. It was a lot of fun. As you know, we murdered Joe, and Michael
Rest
was
in
next to
peace.
him while he
So
was
what
being,
happened?
being murdered. So Extra Life isn't entirely over yet because we actually have an auction up right now. We have a bunch of auctions up right now. Go to bit.ly/EL auction, all caps. We're going to have a bunch of auctions between now and the end of the year, including we've got some, these are Brad Stuver's signed gloves that either Michael or Joe wore. And they're literally like the ones that he uses
Dude,
in games.
they
actually say BS1 on them for him.
Signed. Oh, yeah.
And they're
I know
signed.
you
They're
said that,
signed
like, I see
underneath
it.
the paint.
I said this when I put them on. They feel like something an astronaut would wear.
Yeah.
They're so
They're so padded,
insanely soft and padded. Like I've never felt
You're, like, floating.
a material like
Your
that.
hands
He was
Yeah.
floating the second he
It
saw
was
Brad.
wild.
Let's
It
be
was like
honest.
There you go, B.
you can tell
right
it's
hand.
money.
Yeah.
You put your hand in there, it's money.
Now, did you have a very like
Just
Mike
sweet,
scenario where
right?
you absorbed the talent of a football player,
I did not.
or just no? Okay, simply the padding.
Doesn't it feel like something an astronaut would wear?
Oh, I am definitely an astronaut.
But no,
This is like Apollo 11.
These are
You're
legit
walking
like
on
ones that he
the
uses for like Austin FC games.
not
Like,
anymore, he's
yeah,
not.
I mean, he was literally done with the season, but they gave him enough gloves to like,
Yeah.
go to the finals. if
No,
they had to.
I believe it. You got to convince them, not me.
We also have
Okay.
the shoes
Hey.
that he wore when he
Size
was
11.
kicking.
Dude.
When he was kicking balls at Michael.
Let
and
me
Joe.
Is he a
say
lefty?
too.
No, he's right-footed.
Yes, thanks, Jack.
Yes.
There's
The right foot is much more covered.
there's kicking the ball in paint, right? But I don't know if you could like see it as much watching Extra Life, but the amount that the man was sliding in paint
Oh, yeah.
was unbelievable that
Chelsea
the
was
ball
sliding,
was
placing it.
coming anywhere near us because he was essentially running around like on ice.
Yeah.
Slipping and sliding all
It's a
over
rainy
the place.
game day.
His
It's a rainy game day.
apparently his trainer, his agent, and his wife were all watching, panicking because he was
It's gonna hurt
slipping the
himself.
whole
His
time.
ankle, yeah,
They're
no
like, if
shit.
you fall and like break something, like that's
Yeah,
incredibly bad.
he broke Joe.
It's true.
But we ended up tearing a bit of because we had
Yeah, I
plastic
saw
that
that.
in
Yeah, I
like the
saw
wall.
that.
We tore a bit of it and cleaned it off to give him a good plant foot, and so yeah. But we also have all of the soccer balls that got kicked and covered in paint, and I'll probably get him to sign these as well.
I also
But
have,
these will all be up for auction.
It's in the office. I brought it in today. I have the outfit I was wearing.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I have,
heck
I have
yeah.
the shoes, the sweats, and the shirt, which is all new merch, by the way.
Yeah.
It's unreleased
Here.
merch. The shirt is
I'll show you a version of it
is
clean.
the pumpkin spice wrap
Yeah.
shirt, which comes out
Still the pumpkin
today
spice?
on
Yes.
the
Ooh.
Face Jam
Jack
trucked up,
confirms.
watch party
You can't
happening
prove it.
right after this.
Which this is live, so.
But this shirt comes out. It's a pumpkin.
This is one of my favorite shirts
It's
we've
a
ever
spice
made.
wrap
but
really
it's
good.
pumpkin spice rat.
Oh, we got a
and
pumpkin
he's
now.
got he's got a pumpkin instead of a pepper in his mouth. He's just sucking on a gourd, and he's
cute.
got a little coffee cup, and it's pumpkin spice color.
Yes.
This is amazing. So anyway, I was wearing this when Brad was trying to end my life.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And so I threw it in the wash to see if it would come out. It did not.
It did
not.
But it's clean now.
Nice, okay.
It's not.
It's not
Not
smelly,
sweaty.
It's
gross, wet.
right. It's
Yeah.
It's
Bodily fluids
It's,
removed.
I should say it's not clean. It's fresh.
Yes,
But
it's
still
pure.
painted.
Pure.
So anyway, you can throw that up for if you
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
a whole outfit with the Uno shoes.
Yeah, so bit.ly/EL auction, all caps, and that'll take you to a thing. And we've got a bunch of stuff up now, but we're going to have a lot more between now and the end of the year. And all of that goes directly to Extra Life. Again, we don't touch any of that. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. We had a really great showing. It was a lot of fun. I mean, everyone came together for Rooster Teeth. I got a new tattoo, which is lots of fun.
What'd you get?
See,
Yeah.
come on,
Show it
how
off.
do you just say it like that?
Yeah,
Take
but
it
it's
off.
dude.
Well,
when
are
you gotta
guns
start
allowed in the
taking
building?
clothes
Hang on.
Come on.
So it's basically, I mean, it's. I have my old Achievement Hunter tattoo, and so there is the Extra Life wings. That got
Nice.
Oh,
Nice, dude.
I see.
It's like
see.
at this point, I almost feel like I need to add a sword
Yeah,
to it.
little
It feels like an '80s metal
It does
band
feel
album. or something.
very hair metal.
So,
Yes, absolutely.
anyway, so
Jack
still-
Black's right there. He's
Still
like screaming.
recovering. But,
He's
yeah,
loving the show.
It was great. I mean, we had a really good time. I mean, we raised a bunch of money for Extra Life, and yeah, it was nice to have everyone back in studio too, because it was the first time we had like a lot of people just kind of hanging out. Like that was always my favorite part of Extra Life is there's kind of people on the wings where it's like, hey, like come jump in here and be a part of this, and the energy you get from like having a bunch of people there was a lot of fun.
And honestly, I think it might have been better than ever here since we're back in the same building.
Yeah.
Because even pre-pandemic, Broadcast and Achievement Hunter were in two different buildings, right?
Yeah.
So most of the company was in one building, and then Achievement Hunter and a couple other people in another building. So even like when we're hanging out at Extra Life, it's very much like if we want to run back to our desk, it's in another building.
yeah.
Walking to our office, which is now like 100 feet away, is
Yeah.
fucking incredible.
It's pretty great.
Driving to
That's
one
good.
place in the morning and then going home and not driving between places is so amazing. Dude, I recorded Face Jam before this.
Yeah.
We finished at like 3:25.
Wow.
And so then I just walked over here because it's over there.
Yeah.
Like to not have to jump in a car and drive over, like, oh my God.
But
It's just
3:25
it's
isn't
so
like-
nice.
Like 5 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah, we know.
Michael, you're so fast.
I went to go talk to Eric the other day, and he wasn't in there, but Patrick Salazar and Shane were in there, and I just kind of hung out in the doorway because I was making eyes at Shane. But
Wait, define making eyes.
I saw him, he saw
there's
me.
ojos, then there's ojos.
I saw him,
Very
he
different.
saw me.
Right.
We kind of gave like a
It is
sub,
like a sub.
and then I leaned up against the doorway, kind of like. I'm ready to jump in and chill, but you guys are talking. I'll wait. And then Patrick kind of glanced to his right and went, ah! Because he didn't see me standing there. And then I just came in and hung out, and he was just like, oh, what do you need? And I was like, nothing, baby.
Nothing,
We're back in the same building. And then I just sat there, and I think he went, oh, no.
What have I done?
I just walk around sometimes.
Now, BK, I'll ask
I find
you.
an empty seat.
Speaking to you on set, you were saying you loved this Extra Life also because I felt like you went all in energy-wise and presence-wise. You were there for the digital
presents?
creator.
I
Yes.
guess I got presents.
What the fuck? For who?
Well, do not open until later. When I say so. Okay. The digital creators segment was amazing, and BK was kind of organizing that with Joe also. Again, you guys hopped right in. The macaroni pour was incredible. Looked delicious, probably disgusting. I can't believe Joe actually ate part of that.
Yo, Joe got messed up. For a first time Extra Life, he did a good job.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah,
his
very
ass kicked.
impressed.
Well,
Very impressed.
again, from your commitment, like how did you feel coming out of that? Because you seemed like a happy, almost like coach, but also like, I don't
Also
know.
mentally destroyed.
Yes,
ruined,
yeah,
and
much like a coach, yes.
when I tell like TMI, but like
Such thing.
Go ahead.
No such thing.
Who do I need to send clips to if I want to show something?
Tyler.
Tyler?
Tyler,
Okay.
Oh, Lindblad.
Lindblad,
He said Lindblad.
okay,
Tyler
Lottie.
said Lindblad.
I'm sending you some stuff.
as you were, please.
TMI though, all the nasty stuff we ate
Yep. Where'd it go?
ruined my booty cheeks.
sure.
the last few
See, I
days.
don't even care about my booty. It's my belly.
Our booty was already
And
ruined.
Belly suffered on site.
And here's the worst part. We'll see.
Belly suffered on
For
site.
me, it's way more. It's on site. It's later, and then it's even worse because you're eating all this shit. What
Mine's
do
a
you do to make it
lifestyle.
go away? You drink milk, which makes it even worse, for me.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah, you,
So
you don't
I
you don't
was-
do all the milk.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was bad for a few days. Like
Do you have
I told
IBS?
Lindsay, my
I have
stomach has hurt
IBS.
every day since maybe this morning was the
Dude,
first day.
I had like they had these pickled nuggets, It was like almost like
I saw
freeze-dried
those. Yeah,
pickle.
Lindsay
It
ate
looked,
one.
looked like a chunk of charcoal.
It looked like
Yeah,
the middle.
it tasted
looked
like a
an
chunk of
avocado
charcoal.
pit.
It was
Worse though.
It was so bad.
Like-
You put it in immediately. It was like, oh,
I didn't eat that. I ate lots of the other pickles, which were more regular.
Yeah, I know.
That was the other thing too. I love pickles. I went overboard real fast on
yeah.
pickles. So I had pickles, I had the brine, and then I started eating hot nuts.
Oh no.
Yeah,
And the pickles and hot nuts do not.
Not
We
a
should
good
pause
And then
too.
milk.
For the audience, I need a breakdown of what everyone ingested on Extra Life, please and thank you. We have Michael's recipe right now. What was in Jack's tummy?
I had,
Right.
I
What
had
was in
lots of
BK's
pickles
tummy?
and 2 hot nuts and milk.
I did it. I had
Okay.
9-year-old.
And
I had
alcohol.
I had 9-year-old cake.
I saw that. Congrats,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, Katie and I, we brought up my groomsman cake from our wedding. And,
Oh, you finally found it?
Yeah, well, it's been in my freezer for 9 years, and so we brought it up and tried eating it, and it was like eating frozen air. It was like
delicious.
like like that
Yes,
sort of taste when
air.
something
Sounds magic.
freezes
I know
for
the
too
taste
long,
of
like
air.
that sort of like frozen. Like,
it's called freezer burn.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But like it was, you would dig in and it was just like
That's
it
what
was just powder. It was so gross.
That's nasty.
Right.
What was
I
it?
don't know why people do that.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be a year.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it
That's
for a year.
Best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
like,
best.
yeah.
And it's like the top part.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Jack
just like
and
you
Katie
save
wanted to prove
this.
they could make it 10 years.
Oh,
They
and
waited 9.
Yeah, this is 9. Yeah.
Well, Extra Life made it 10.
There you go.
Well, yeah,
that's true.
And if they can
what
make it-
that was the hardest thing to figure out because it's like we did Extra Life the week before our wedding. And so it's like, okay, this is the 10th Extra Life, but it's our 9-year anniversary. It's like, how does that? And then you realize you don't count starting at 0.
Should though.
So it was
You
the
get
10th.
married and you say congratulations 1 year.
So it was the 10th Extra Life.
That's how it works, right?
And so it's the 10th time it's been November 12th, which is our anniversary, but it's not the 10th anniversary. It's like after you complete the year, then you hit the anniversary of it.
I shit you not, I was
So-
just reading an article about a country that considers when a baby is born, they are 1 year old by that logic. Like you are here, you are born.
I get what you're
Well,
saying.
Yes.
But you would be
please.
0 year
I know,
old.
I know.
Also-
talk to the country.
Also, well, the country needs to talk to the rest of the planet because no one abides by that.
We'll have a
You imagine
coalition.
people meeting like
I'm 17.
Right.
I'm actually 18.
Right, and not a language barrier, be it an age barrier. Like, oh, in America I'm 35, but I'm 19.
Can you legally drink or not?
Like, whoa,
we
what?
need to know. do I serve this person alcohol?
I live in Interstellar.
So
I saw something. I don't even know what that was in reference to. Maybe it was like a year that passed in Interstellar.
Yeah,
But it was
yeah.
some sort of reference to Interstellar, and it was when they're like that first planet when time gets all fucked
yeah,
up.
yeah.
And it was that image, and someone's like, I can't believe it's been 8 minutes since Interstellar came out. Like it's already been 8 minutes since it came out, or something like that.
that's funny.
I was like, oh, that made me laugh.
Just
So-
curious, real quick, what was your cake made of originally? Did you have fondant?
No,
was
it was-
just all.
It was
It
covered in
was
Buttercream?
chocolate cake covered in like a fondant.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I don't
That
know
might-
what else was in there because I never dug into it. It was like it was full. I mean, we never cracked it open, so I don't know what was on the inside. But
Love. apparently.
my favorite part of Extra Life, which wasn't actually on video, but there's audio of it, and I just sent it to Lindblad. So when we were prepping for the paintball wall, we went out there, or the soccer wall, we went out there, and Katie and Brad and I like tagged up the wall a little bit. So because we're cutting up the wall and sending it to anyone who made a lead donation during that
Oh, how
time.
cool.
yeah.
And,
And
so,
that's not like a raffle. That's anyone.
yeah, anyone who made a lead donation between 8 and
Sick.
10, basically. And it might just be anyone who made a lead donation. I'm going to see how many pieces we have. And so because we have 2 full 8x8 walls. But anyway, so we wanted to tag up the wall so there's paint everywhere. So we
Right.
cut it up, you get something on it, wouldn't just be a white piece. And then so we did that. We went out there, we did that, and then Brad was just kind of warming up a bit. And so I was like, all right, I'll kick a few around. So we were kicking some around. And there was a boom mic. So we had a big wall and a boom mic over it pointing at the wall to get whoever was standing in front of
You
it.
hear the screams of the
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
or like
yeah.
the hitting the ball against the wall, like the
right.
nice thuds.
Like a bedchamber
And
of a
so,
dungeon.
Brad's warming up, and I boot one, and I
shot.
nailed the mic.
Hit it and it just goes.
No, I didn't even do that. So I did do that, but so it was hanging down, and it was on a swivel because it's been to turn. I hit it, it spun like 8 times.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It
That's awesome. I
spun
just saw
around
it
like
fall.
8
Oh,
times,
awesome.
and then it went, and it had a sandbag, so it like fell as slow as you possibly
I saw
could.
it falling because there was so much time for everyone to go, come on, Jack. Just like as it was falling.
Oh, falls like an old person.
Yeah, it's
Takes
everyone
25
going,
minutes to
come
do.
on.
And so Colin M. Parker did a ton of
Oh, yeah,
clips
yeah.
during Extra Life. He actually has the
People
sound.
are calling him the new Peter Hayes.
Yeah, so he clipped the sound effect when I
Peter
hit it
Parker.
and when it fell.
Oh my God, can we
So I
hear
don't know.
it?
I don't know if we're playing audio of this, but we have it here. You want to run that?
Can I just
Play
hear
back.
it one time?
Just in the last
Hey.
struck the weather 40 degrees.
That's my hero.
Couldn't beat the shit out of me. Nice, right?
Holy shit!
You hear like a thunk.
Well, it's like usually you hear an accident and then you look and you're like, what happened? You hear it, look, and it's still going.
Yeah.
And everyone's going, come on, Jack.
It
We
was
were all
like,
shook inside. We were like, oh.
it was amazing.
It was just so slow and like not.
That's beautiful. Jack started
Like, it was
the
just like
car
comically.
screech.
Yeah,
It just sort of felt- it wasn't
like
like a crash.
It wasn't
or
violent.
whatever.
It was just like this slow.
Looney Tunes.
And it was just funny after Brad kicking and then you going, I'll try.
Yeah.
Immediately not gonna
I love the context of that moment too, because I'm pretty sure you're on set. But I'm
Yeah.
not sure. In that moment, I know I was with Trevor, and we saw that the two of us are literally aftermathing the pickle bit, which is great.
Yeah.
And I just thought someone was like messing with their microphone or like rubbing themselves or like getting ready for a new bit. So we're like, please ignore the sound outside as
usually
chaos.
like to do that.
Yeah.
But then Mikey goes, really? And I'm like, something had to have happened. It isn't just someone messing around
Yeah.
fondling their mic. Like, something has
Yeah, I
to.
just happened to be standing out there because you said we were getting ready to
Yeah,
just take a look at it. I think I was out there trying to show Joe what was about to happen to him. And
There's no prep.
that was
man,
comical.
really.
Well, one thing is we did learn from last year because the paintball wall, like the target wall that you see, it's thin. It's like 1/4-inch wood, and so it has taken a beating over the years and years and years we've had it. And so when Brad was just booting stuff at it, it just shattered that thing. And so this year we went. So the painting walls are a 1/2-inch thick, so it's a little bit thicker, and it's like like particle board stuff.
I told Joe it actually was a little misleading because last year the kicks sounded more accurate to how they felt. Whereas this year, listening to him practice, I was like, oh no, because you'd think
bad.
it doesn't sound as bad, but I know what it feels
No,
like.
we shattered Joe's pelvis.
Well, yeah, we actually.
we did,
I sent
but
Lindblad the
someone-
clip
The
royal
of
we.
the final kick, and
right in the
it
balls.
couldn't have been planned better because it was like he was kicking a whole bunch. It's like okay, well, 10 more, and then we started counting down. Last one. So the whole time, love Joe. He was turning to take most of the shots on
Yeah,
his
it was
side.
But
Like he was.
it was instinctual.
Yeah, he was like-
Yes,
It
and
wasn't
so-
like turning by choice.
No,
His
no.
body is like.
he was flinching in place as
Yeah.
opposed
Yeah.
to Gavin jumps everywhere.
Yeah, and so
100%.
Joe was
He was
like
planting his
instinctively.
feet, but his upper body.
Yeah, we're just moving. Yeah.
And so he was like instinctively like protecting himself, and then Joe for the last one was like, "I'm gonna take it," and he stood there upright. And we have a clip of the final
He
shot.
didn't cross his hands.
I'm
in
just
front of
mad
him,
he said-
nothing.
What he told me too was we had cups.
Right.
But he didn't put his like in his boxers.
Wait,
He
what?
just put it like in the front of his pants. So it slid down. So he has no shot.
There it is, the final kick.
So he didn't have his cup covering him.
I got a genuine
Because he had
so bad
he
here
had
right
the
now.
cup, but it just kept sliding down. I put my cup in. Well, I put my cup in like out of my boxers, right? In my jeans. 3 seconons went by and I went, oh, that's gonna fall out. Fixed it. Joe went the whole way apparently.
Balls
just
cup
with it.
pants.
Yeah.
It's just like he hits it and Joe drops.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no, and it looks like he's a lot closer. He was a good probably 20 feet away.
Yeah,
from
but
you
it
guys.
doesn't matter. Trust
on
me,
that
it
ball.
doesn't
Hit
matter.
Joe dirt.
And then the fact that you just sit there clapping and looking at Joe and crumpled into a pile.
Brad.
Brad, give him a big thumbs up right there.
It's so good. He looks like an older brother.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's like,
The worst part about
Yeah, that's
this,
Michael. Joe's down on
Right,
the ground
Joe's-
somewhere.
The worst part about this, I will say, was getting the fucking goggles on inside the mask.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason we had goggles is so we didn't get paint in our eyes.
Yeah.
In
That's
case
like
the
a-
ball hit us
yeah.
right in the face, like we didn't get paint in our actual eyeballs. But we didn't have glasses. We only had goggles. And so
Yeah.
I just put them on and just punched the helmet onto my head. And it just like,
Yeah.
it was all shoved in there like one of those sliding puzzles. And then after it was all wearing it, I had to reconstruct my face like from the inside because I could not get it all.
well, we had to
fit.
pause for Joe for that reason because he had all that and his glasses. So it was just like a
Oh my God,
configuration of
think about
shit
that.
getting shoved in his face.
I do remember though after I had it on, Hector showing up with more options, and I went, "I'm not changing now." It's like it's all like, yeah.
They're like suck.
Someone just yanked when we were done, and I think my ears almost came off. But it was like well fit, but well fitting is fucking too tight.
Hey, I don't want to hear about
Like-
your ear injuries
like-
after Ash. Just saying.
Why? What happened to Ash? What'd they
Were you
do?
not?
Oh,
Yeah, Brad,
dude, I
collateral
kept
damage.
telling Ash to get the fuck out of the way
warned
because
him.
Brad was doing little mini.
Yeah,
little
little
balls.
Brad,
Little Brad.
Little
Yeah.
Stu.
Little stews we were calling him. And he was kicking them that way.
And Ash kept standing off to the side.
He pulls left a little bit.
Oh, you're going to get a hole blasted
Sliced
through you.
it.
And I moved them several times.
Yeah, you did.
But one time happened, I was looking away.
Ash is now wearing gauges
And I
for
think-
no
It
reason.
was
Yeah,
me.
I
I
think
was
so.
I was supposed to be getting hit by the little Stu.
Yeah.
Little Stu!
And totally missed me. I think he felt bad.
Hey, may I ask, would you be okay with becoming the next Michael and Joe with me?
Oh no.
Next
Are you
year?
saying? What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying.
Us?
I think you know exactly.
You know
what-
exactly.
Subject ourselves.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, see, it's interesting because I feel like I'm down with Lindsay of me starting to make my not retirement, but let me help Joe get blasted every
Right,
year.
right. You have children. Lindsay just.
I don't know why
drafts
Lindsay's
that
getting
tells
in on
me.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting out
I'm a
so
tank.
Lindsay can get
Lindsay's
in.
a tank, baby.
You're only
Yeah.
2 years younger than me, okay?
Yeah.
You're on the way out
Yeah,
too.
but I'm with Forte.
And the thing is too, it's like I don't want to just keep redoing the same stuff we've done. Like that's why we've tried to change it. And last year with the soccer stuff,
It's good. Everything has like a little
Yeah.
cycle. Like the soccer balls are good to do and then one up. I also like too though that Brad was so much more comfortable.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Like last year, he's always been awesome, but it was very much like, he didn't know exactly what he was getting
Yeah,
into.
he came in
It was
blind
like,
last year.
Whatever. This year, this smug son of a bitch just sitting right there as Joe and I are sitting there.
Mikey.
And he's just going like, oh, maybe I'll kick the balls a little bit.
Yeah.
Bro, he was so excited to just revel in it.
Yeah, literally last Extra Life.
Good.
So I mean, I'm an Austin FC fan, and like I've been following Brad, and he does tons of charity stuff. So I'm like, this dude seems like him and I like on the same level here, and so he was doing
Similar
charity things.
skill level,
and like,
soccer.
I would,
I mean,
I
they're
would
the same
just,
person.
I mean, I would just kind of like tweet at him after games, like, oh, good game, whatever. And then I mentioned like he was doing charity stuff, and I was helping promote that. And then I just kind of cold DM'd him, and I was like, hey man, we're doing this
Nice.
thing called Extra Life. It's big charity events raising money for Del Children's here in
Helps
Austin.
that it's in town.
Yeah, and it's like I'd love for you
travel.
I'd love for you to be part of it. It'd be great.
Yeah.
He's like, hell yeah, I'll
What
come
do I
out for
gotta
that.
do? Kill someone?
And so
I'm ready.
literally
Whoa,
the first
Brad,
time
yeah.
I met him face to face was at Extra Life last year. And so
And so that's you talking to him and being an FC fan.
Yeah.
I showed up and I was like, oh, I think that's him, but I don't know. So it
This
was
man's
just
really
like
tall and athletic.
before introduced, like, oh, so you're the one that's gonna do it, huh?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like this year, it's more of like,
I know
you son of a bitch.
Nice to see you
nice to see you
again.
again.
Your
man.
anime nemesis.
But yeah, so him and I like we kept in touch, and we become buddies over this past year, and like he's doing a bunch of awesome charity stuff, and he's like, of course I'll come back this year, and so he's down for whatever. So that's why he was kind of just hanging out. He's like, yeah, what do you want me to do? He's like, I'll kick balls at whoever, and it's like, sure,
Well, it's great
we'll
too
do.
because
and so.
it's awesome because like obviously Brad's great. People love watching him like just
Punish
interact
people.
and punish
Yeah.
some people, me, and now Joe. But it's also great too because it's like I feel like now already it's at the point Brad could just show up next year and be an Extra Life.
Yeah.
And
not have to do
not
that.
have to do a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Just
it's,
be there. He's
That's
part of
what's
the
great about
family.
Extra Life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is you get
grows
like
the family.
it's like
Yeah.
the legacy cast.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Brad's coming back.
We tried to get Xavier Woods to come back this
nice.
year too, because he was the wheel dragon a couple years back, but it was just,
Cool. Oh, yeah.
it's so tough.
I
Oh, yeah.
loved. I mean,
he was
I like to
slapping
believe he was
people.
being honest about my cooking. Thank you, Xavier. But him like hyping me up with my cooking. Thank you, Xavier. I'll
Yeah.
never forget that.
But it's like, but like you said, we have this extended family of Extra
you?
Life folks that like have been coming around, and we've been trying to get that bigger and bigger
It's
and bigger.
just
and
it's
so-
a lot easier again, like when it's not that like we're totally over, but like not living in the heart of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
People can come out their houses.
people can come
Yes.
out and it's
person. Like,
way less restrictive.
Yeah, we have COVID. I mean, that's the thing too.
Quarantine
Everyone got
building.
COVID tested on the way in, so it's like we're still being
Yeah.
careful about it, but it's
Yes.
like
As we should
it's not
be.
like shut everything.
It's also
down.
that's why
great
I'm saying I wanna do
everyone
more.
here being a bunch of lib snowflakes at 40 vaccines. So
It's not snowing yet.
I don't
Everyone's
give a
like
shit.
boosted on
yeah,
boosted
great.
on
I don't gotta
boosted.
ask.
Oh,
I
I was
man.
like, are you good?
People are like, you
good?
haven't gotten your fourth? What are you,
Yeah.
an idiot?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, wait, we're on 5,
And
6
I'm just
now?
like, bro, sign me. Let me know. Ring a bell whenever
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't
Say
care.
the word.
Yeah.
I literally don't
I'll show up to
care.
work, you can just stab
I'll
me
swing
there.
by.
Like,
Bro, they do it in
They'll
your
meet you outside.
car.
Yep,
Even
done
better.
it, yep.
You can drive up, roll your window down, get a shot, and keep driving.
Yep.
It could not be more convenient.
I don't know, I
And
don't
you
know if I
can
can
do
keep
it.
driving my arm
And
kind of
you can
just-
do it while they want you to wait 15 minutes.
I know, they
15
say
minutes.
sit there, wait 15
I
minutes.
wait about 5, and then I
And then
go,
they go,
I'm fine.
You
Yeah,
flick
they
them
go,
off
"You're
and it's
good."
driveway.
But they can wrap it up with the flu shot
Yeah.
too.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
can just get the full
Yeah,
Petri dish.
you can
right
do
in
it.
your
I
arm.
think you can do it in one.
Probably.
Like, I don't know if it's a Bam Bam or it's a twofer, but I don't know. But I know you can get them at the same time.
Yeah, Katie and I went, before she went to Australia, we were trying to get her second booster before she went. It was before they opened up for everyone, so anyone can get it now. But at the time, it was still like 65 and over. And so we went to a CVS, and we're like, hey, she's about to leave, and she's actually going to be interacting with like a newborn infant because their sister's having a kid. Is there any way we can do it early? And the doctor, or the pharmacist there was like, we're like, don't worry about it. But we got our flu shots while we were there, which thank God, because apparently the flu is like a nightmare right now. Like,
I don't know,
lots
man.
of people get it.
People really want to get up in arms about like having to get it again and again. I'm just
Up
like,
in arms.
I don't. I mean, like, I get what you're saying. If people like to say, where's the limit though? It's like, I don't know. I guess if there's like 6, 7, 8, I don't think the flu and COVID is the limit.
Yeah,
right?
You go once a year to get shots.
You go once a year to get your flu shot anyway. You should. So you just get another one.
Get a tetanus shot every 5 years.
It truly is. How long has the flu shot been a thing? How long? My entire life.
I don't know.
Right?
My whole
So
existence.
in my lifetime, there's the
invented.
flu shot is every year, right? There's Tdap, which is usually mostly tetanus.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of things.
Right.
But it's tetanus. That's the big one.
Yeah.
That, like, everyone should have no matter what, because if you get cut on rusted metal, you're going to fucking get lockjaw and die.
Yeah.
So that's like every 5 years you should get that, no matter what. And everyone does that unless you're insane.
Yeah, just to be safe, just do it.
So, I mean, how many are we up to as like a regular society?
I don't know, 2.
One a year.
6 every 5 years.
One every 5 year.
Yeah.
Tdap you have to get if like you're around a newborn. Like they gave it to Lindsay in the hospital. They told me, fuck off, leave, go get it, and then come back.
Yeah, don't come in here.
Well, it's just like, we'll give it to the mother because she's a patient.
Right.
You can get the fuck out of here.
can figure it out.
Go get it somewhere else. Yeah, go get it.
But like, okay, so if that's what's on the table and we're adding another one, sign me up for one a year. I don't understand. I'll be the first one to say, man, 6 a year seems like a lot. But I just, in my entire lifetime, this is the one we've added.
In the framework of things
Like, it's like we're adding
Extra
a bunch
Life,
all the time.
it's true. Like, we're doing things on set, like, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like we're vomiting every 2 seconds, but you're worried about the vaccines that we're taking. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Hazards.
Whatever. I don't want to get into it.
Well, one last
It just
thing
seems so easy.
So again, the Extra Life auctions will be going on for the next, up until the end of the year. So it's bit.ly/EL auction, all caps, and that'll link you to all of them. And also, if you just want to donate, you can still donate. Donate.roosterteeth.com will take you directly to the Extra Life page where you can make a donation there. And I want to reiterate that when you make a donation, it is going to Extra Life, not Rooster Teeth, because I know a lot of people got confused by that. They thought they were donating to Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth would then make a donation and get like a tax write-off.
So funny.
That's not true. That's not the case.
Like, how did you think that? I'm sorry, I gotta poke fun at it.
No,
like,
I mean,
it's
some people are confused by it, and I understand because you don't know how it goes. But if you go to donate.roosterteeth.com, it literally redirects you to Extra Life, and then if you make a donation, you'll get an email receipt that you can use on your tax records if you want. And,
I'm also not even sure how that would work because I don't know how I don't pay taxes, so I'm not sure how that works. But like,
Talk to our accountant,
can you get gifted? Like, if you're gifted money as a tax write-off, but like,
so
wouldn't you still have to? Like, if Rooster Teeth collected the money, they would have to pay taxes on it.
Right. That's why it doesn't make sense.
Right?
And I'm sitting here thinking,
to get a tax write-off, these things you're paying taxes.
Right.
So
the only thing I will say is any of the merchandise sales we make. So like anything Extra
outside
Life,
of Extra Life.
Yeah, I mean,
outside of the. Extra Life.
Yeah, I'm saying like the Extra Life ball, like the soccer ball jersey, like that stuff that we sold, specifically Extra Life merchandise. What happens with that is any profit we would have made off of that stuff. So like we sell shirts for X amount, and
It costs that much to make it.
Yeah, there's more on top that is essentially profit.
Don't say
all
more,
of that,
that's not nice.
all of that is donated to Extra Life. So we don't make any profit off of Extra Life
because that goes through our store.
Yes, and so that goes through our store. So that goes into a donation from Rooster Teeth, and that's the only way that we make a direct donation based off someone else's sale. And then obviously we have the match too. But that being said, Extra Life costs Rooster Teeth money. So
like in reality, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
It didn't cost me anything. Well,
your life, your soul, your blood, sweat, and tears.
but that's all worthless.
You make a salary that we pay you. Like we have people who come up, like the mod squad. They all got paid to be here.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Though. Like I do want to shine a light on the mod squad.
Oh, those guys are great.
It was so sick to be able to like meet all the mods.
Yeah, we had 7 mods here, 3 remotes, and they all get paid for their time working here. And
anytime came on down,
And so
like the drive from from Dallas, though I've ridden it many a time, it can be a trial and a tribulation to get down here. So thank you very much to Bolin and crew for making it down.
Yeah. Sean and all the Hang Time guys were fantastic. Our tattoo artist, Kappa Tattoo, and then Robert does art, I think is what he is on
Mondo
Twitch.
came down?
We had 3 of them doing tattoos this year. They were great. And
I love when I entered set, like
fun.
6 people lifted their arms going, I got a tattoo. I was like, I'm sick, cool.
So anyway,
I'm
just
proud of
wanted
you.
to try to clear up some confusion because I know some people were confused about where donations go. But again, if you make a donation, it goes directly to Extra Life, not to Rooster Teeth. We don't get any of that money. And and so there you go. And Extra Life is my favorite thing I get to do, and it's the most important thing I do here at Rooster Teeth. And I hope I get to keep doing it until
Absolutely.
So do you like
the world
hate
ends.
December?
I'm just happy that it, like, once I get past this, I'm like, okay, I can breathe. But now I'm ramping up my workout regimen until I do a marathon in January.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
So-
Dude, I'm with you. Jack, I miss working out.
Yeah.
I just
too.
can't. It's
Yep.
What
school.
time?
Yep.
School.
What
Yeah.
what
It
time?
was the morning
Right.
and it's just gone now.
I used to
It worked perfectly. I'm guilt-free because after I've had the same trainer since we moved, like when Lindsay and I moved like 7 years ago. The gym I ended up joining in that area, I had the same trainer who was like a longtime manager of that gym. And so I just used her on and off. I got that trainer for the second Laser Team movie. And then I just kept her. And just used it as my personal trainer for years, just to have someone that make me get out of bed in the morning. Because that works on me, right?
Yeah.
Like I will be lazy by myself, but I will go. 1, because I'm paying for it, and you get charged whether you go or not. And 2, it's like I know someone's there waiting.
It's your,
you don't wanna
it's
let
your
that person
accountability.
down.
Right.
I got
Yeah.
here, and I was very good at that until the kids got to school, and then it's just like it's just so time consuming.
Those kids
just
in,
could
like,
not
2020
find
when-
time, and after just like. I just had to text her like, hey, I just need to like take a break for like a month because I just keep canceling. And then before I texted her back, she retired. And so I'm just like, oh, thank God. Like, because I still haven't replied to her yet.
Right,
but I've done
right.
it, which is like, hey, it's been like I've known her for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I met her before Iris was born.
Wow.
And so like, she was my
trained me while I was
trainer
pregnant. Yeah.
slash like my morning, just like person I could talk to that's completely out of my life.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
they're not on the internet.
Yes.
They're like she's a little bit older than me, but not like so much older.
Yeah.
And so it's like she's not like, what's the internet? But to like speak to a person who doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, to just like vent and just talk to while I work out, and she'd be like, oh yeah, and just like as she sets the weights up, it was just so nice.
I was
to do
happy for
so
Michael
long.
to have someone like that.
And I
He
honestly
come home and
miss
be like,
it.
yeah, you
I
have a
miss
gossip buddy.
exercising. But it's just these damn children. It's impossible.
These damn kids.
Dude, it's just so early. It's like you said, the time doesn't exist anymore.
Like,
I'd have to
gone.
go by myself at night because that's the other thing. Like,
Yeah, late
to
night
get a
is
trainer like
ideal.
at night is usually super hard to do.
Yeah.
I just hate working out on my own.
Yeah, I can't commit to working on my own, let alone working out like in a gym. Like equipment, I think I'm just a bad omen. Like when it comes to any form of equipment, whether it's like
screw
sports,
falls out.
screw falls out.
you
I'm
have
dead, Final
examples?
Destination, like yes.
You ever get crushed on a leg press?
I will not use them. I have my
Leg
example.
pop the wrong
Yeah,
way.
I told it once on off topic before about my treadmill incident, and
Oh God, yeah, where you were just like
I don't think I was here for
hamster
this.
balling
forever.
Oh, no.
Up
Yeah,
against-
BK was like tested for some reason, and as a kid, their treadmill ended in a wall.
Don't
And BK rolled into it forever.
All right, listen.
Oh, no.
I love my mom, bless her soul, but she decided putting the back of the treadmill up against the wall was the most aesthetically
I have a
pleasing
follow-up
position
story.
for the room.
Well, it'll catch you forever.
Yeah.
Yes, until you
It'll
get picked
eat
up.
you up, yeah.
So like after that and like weights and things, I've kind of like I have a weird thing about it. So I kind of went towards like martial arts and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Like,
There you go.
Or like physical workouts.
You don't need equipment.
Like,
You're the
no,
equipment.
I do
Yeah.
like the future, not being like a purist. I'm sure there's people that hate it, but the assisted gym equipment is always nice.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you don't have to worry about dropping shit on your head.
Right.
You know what
I
mean?
think
It's
you should
not
have that.
the same.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
it's
like
just
the-
like
like the
free
rubber bands
weights
and stuff.
or just like say like a chest press machine.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing a chest press.
Right,
You
right.
know?
Yep.
Or like when the bar is part of that like the locking
big
system
thingy, yeah.
where it's like it's got the safety measures and you
You
can
go
just turn the hook.
Gym safety.
Because like you don't need to be going and dropping
I've
shit on
seen
yourself.
those ones like a cross where it's like, it's like a chest press, but it then has it like on an actual rail. So like as you push, it's moving the rail, and you actually put
interesting.
you put like free weights on it. So you put your plates on there and stuff, and you push it like you would normally do. but it's not attached. Like,
We have
there's
one of
nothing in
those.
the
Yeah,
middle,
it kind of like bows into the center, so
Yeah,
you're like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen that with leg press before too. So I've done free weights on that also. That's also fun when you get stuck on that and you're like, help, as your knees like up to your chin.
As disgusting as it is, because I'm a person that like I hate cardio and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it hurts.
I hear you. Yeah.
And I have bad legs too.
As asthmatic, I feel that. Yeah.
I just enjoy weightlifting. Like not like insane, but like I just do get an
getting it.
enjoyment.
Weightlifting's
It's
fun.
just like a nice like it does give you a pump like of energy in the morning. I'm a person where and I did it in the morning because when I work out, I get like a huge burst of energy.
Right. A lot of people say
and then
that,
I'm
yeah.
fucking tired at the end of the day.
You're
and so
exhausted,
well,
yeah.
but then in a good way. Where
Like, oh, I
I
can
might
go
be
to
able to
bed.
sleep at night because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And I just miss that, but I just can't. Then I get to Saturday and it's like, what am I gonna spend 1 hour on? It's not worth it. I
On
used to go 3 days a
Saturday?
week.
Right.
So until our kids are like a little bit older,
Fair.
I think I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna grow out for a little bit.
And like that's fine.
I'll be back when I'm 38. I'll
had-
see you in 3 years.
I had heavy athletic upbringing. In college, I was like, I'm done with this. It was
Right.
way too stressful. I don't want to do that. So I kind of like left the workout scene and then I went
Yeah.
back into it. And I like working out, but I can agree. I used to work out at 6 in the morning and then like come 1 or 2, I'd be like, God, I'm so fucking tired. I need a nap. I can't do it. But I can't work out at night because then I get way too hyper. And then I have like 2 a.m.
awake,
rave
yeah.
parties. Yeah, because I've been doing cardio at 10
Yeah.
p.m. Right, just like this. In
Rave
the air.
parties.
I was a DJ, John.
There's just so
You were
much
there.
going on, and then especially in Texas in general, and now with the time change,
Yeah.
it's dark at 5:15.
nothing-
It's like
nothing
pitch
worse.
blackout.
It's the
You
worst.
open the
like-
door, leaving work, and it's dark.
Yeah,
It's
and I'm
like,
just
oh,
like, wait a
come
minute. And it's
on.
like I got kids at home. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
fucking drive to the gym.
Right, yeah. Hey kids, it was nice seeing you.
But
Gotta work out.
the irony is a lot of the point really working out on my own, like after, work and like, productions, was to be in shape for children. And now the
Right,
children
now the
have
children
stopped.
here.
So, but I still appreciate it bought me some early time.
Yeah.
They are a
Right?
workout.
Because kids are fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
You definitely want to be in as shape as possible just to pick them up.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I haven't turned back into just like a stick figure.
Well, it's like,
because I'm
it's like
still
a 10
always
to 20 pound
carrying
thing you're just
shit.
carrying with one arm
Yeah, I
constantly,
wish.
I
Jack.
imagine.
They're 45
40,
now.
yeah.
And have been for a
Iris.
while.
Well, I mean, initially they start
Right,
like around
but
10-ish.
let me tell you, once they hit 40,
I'm dual wielding.
it's fucking heavy forever.
Yes.
That's like you dual wield them.
I do
because
it
it's
all
always
the
like
time.
That's
the
like
thing
all
is
the
time.
the thing is it's 45
I can and I
pounds.
will.
But you think 45 pounds is usually I would carry that in 2 hands.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That would be like 20, 22 each.
But it's
I wouldn't
one in
I
the-
can't curl 45. But also the weight isn't
Yeah,
3.5
it's
feet
fluid,
long
yeah.
and kicking.
Right, and mad at
you're
you.
not carrying it upstairs
You're like,
or down the block or through Six Flags.
Right.
It's insane how
While trying to
exhausting
do
it
5
is.
other things at once.
So
yeah.
I can't fathom how awful it would have been if I hadn't exercised. Off Topic is sponsored by BetterHelp. Life doesn't come with a user manual, unfortunately, so when things aren't working for you, you might feel stuck, and that's totally normal. Navigating life's challenges can make everyone feel unsure, whether it's a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent. Boy, that was a doozy. Therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. That's right, you. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/offtopic. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/offtopic. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by DraftKings. NFL Sundays are only getting better, and so are the offers at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ever heard of it? Right now, new customers can bet just $5 on any NFL team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. Right now, everyone can earn up to a 100% boost with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook's app, place a same game parlay, and combine multiple bets like which team will win, player props, and point totals. With payouts bigger than ever, DraftKings Sportsbook is the go-to when betting on the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use promo code OFFTOPIC, and place a $5 pre-game moneyline bet to get $200 in free bets if
your team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. With code OFFTOPIC, minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Remember, that's download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code OFFTOPIC.
It's like I never exercised a day in my life until I was like late 20s.
So
as far as an adult.
I look back now because I'm running a lot. Like cardio is my thing. Like I mean, working out. Like I enjoy the gym, but it's just like. To me, I see results faster when I run, like because I can literally be like, oh, last time I was able to run to this mark, today I ran to this mark, and it's like almost daily you can see results. Whereas weightlifting, it's like, okay, after a month, now you see some real progress.
I guess it's just like, yeah, it's true. It's like I've never weightlifted to pick up more. It's for just like, honestly, for the film, it was aesthetic.
Yeah.
And for me personally, it's the feeling. Like, I don't care. If I go to the gym 3 times a week and I'm working out, and I'm not getting stronger, but I'm maintaining and exercising, that's totally fine.
I mean, see, my thing was like, if I like ran up the stairs at the top of the stairs, I'd be like, oh, you know, it's like, that was one flight of stairs. God damn, come on, me. And
that's why like HIIT training, you get the combination of both.
Yeah. And so, with cardio, like that's my big thing. And I just like cardio too, because I can just turn off my brain and just go. And so I just put on headphones and then I run and it's like, oh damn, I've been going for 45 minutes. Like this is great.
For me, a good metric was not so much like, how do you bench? That's the first thing people want to ask you. And I gladly, no idea. I literally don't know. That's why I had my trainer. I'm just like, you do it. And I would just say, no, this is too light. And she'd throw on some more. But that's like, I understand that's like, but that's why I had a trainer. Is because I never wanted to get like bogged down.
You don't have to worry about all that.
Taking
And like,
notes and diet and all
it's
that.
It's a lot of work. It's not simple to actually do it the right way.
It was always like, I could go heavier. And she'd go, okay. And it's like, throw on more. And so I always had like a good base. But for me, the biggest like, oh my God, was before I started exercising as an adult, I couldn't do a pull-up. And then I got to 15.
Wow.
And so it's just like, and now I'm sure I can do 5.
Right.
But I can still do one. Like literally there are days where I just go, oh, I can still do a pull-up. Like I remember, you do the hanging and you just can't. And now it's like, I'll get tired after 5 or 6 and I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, it's not all gone.
Right.
Yeah, that's like my thing. I can hit the lake and like run around. I'm like, okay, I can still do this.
It's getting rusty, but I'm still in refresh mode.
I just wish, I mean, I'm 40 now. God, I wish I was working out this much when I was 30.
Yeah.
And it's just like, because your metabolism is not a joke. Like when you hit 30, it starts slowing down.
Say that.
And so enjoy it.
Throw 2 kids in the mix.
If you're mid-20s now and you're like, I wonder what I would look like with a 6-pack. Do it now because when you hit 40, that's going to be damn near impossible if you're not
just be in a Marvel movie.
It's true, very true.
Just get paid to work out.
Download the Playbook app. Yeah. But now I'm curious for BK. We talk about like weightlifting. Where it sounds like we all have some mix of cardio, more cardio focused, and then weightlifting as we go down, blended the two. You said you're martial arts focused. Do you have a focus like of a style of martial arts you like to do?
Like MMA, kickboxing and stuff, so grappling, and then lots of DDR for cardio.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Dance games.
So,
I like that stuff.
I do enjoy that at the end of the day, and it's certainly not, again, like advice or like this is how you lose weight.
Right. Yeah.
But when you boil it down to cardio is moving, and it's only good. Right. It's not. Sometimes it's not the most effective. Like there's people that just like run, and sometimes that's not what you need to be doing.
Sure.
But there's no like bad cardio if you're going from nothing. Right? Nothing to something is better, no matter what.
Like,
even if it's
it could
DDR.
be me sitting like Death Note at the computer.
If you're trying to hit 2%.
If you take a chip and you eat it, you're working out.
If you're trying to maintain some sort of human perfection and only doing DDR and not getting there, I don't think it's ever going to be enough.
Right.
But if you're sitting there doing nothing and now you're playing DDR, that's cardio.
That's awesome.
Well, we were
cardio.
I don't think
gradation. It's something.
I don't think it was before things like DDR. I could be wrong, but this was like the time in which video game developers were tricking kids to working out. Right? Like, am I wrong? They were like, "Ooh, those kids are inside a lot."
They had like the PlayStation like iToy or whatever came out. Where it was like, "Hey, move your body to do the activity."
The cat?
Yeah. The wand. Yeah.
But iToy was before Kinect. Okay,
we had like those, and then Wii Fitness came
was
out.
The first, I think, big voice.
Yeah, the voice recognition. The iToy was just like, here, plug it into your PlayStation 2 and play this like random game where you move your body and push bubbles, or you were like wiping windows or something.
Yeah. Whoa! And it's like, and they were like red and blue, right?
Yeah, it was so weird. hilarious.
They're like little ice creams you were holding.
But you were like up out of your seat. You were moving your body. Like my mom couldn't have been so happier. She was like, "Oh my God, thank God you're using your legs."
That's what I'm saying.
Well, please.
I tried to like have family bonding, and I bought us like Wii Fit, and I was like, "This is it, family. Here's the Wii board," and it was just my nerdy ass playing
was
mostly.
wild for me. I took Wii Fit too seriously. I took Wii Fit as serious as y'all took working out. Like I don't. When it came out, I was like, my mom's like wakes up in the morning. She's like making her coffee, and where she sees me, I'm sitting there doing a little jog on the Wii Fit.
Yes. Step up, step down, step up.
That
step
Switch
down.
Ring Fit ain't no joke.
No, Ring Fit will knock your ass out,
I've
man.
never ring fitted. Is
It's
it like?
good.
It's serious.
It's good.
It's the sequel to Wii Fit.
It's essentially it's a ring that has like tension to it, so you
It's
can
like a
push it in,
steering
pull
wheel.
it out, and you put a Wii, put one of the Switch
It's
remotes
like resistance
on the top,
training.
and it comes with a leg wrap, and you put one in your leg.
Why is this so convoluted?
And, well, I mean, it's pretty easy to get started.
Once
and
you
then
get there,
like,
it's fine.
It'll be like do different things. Where it's like hold it out and like
Yeah,
lift it
it's
above your
it's a
head.
lot of tension and like position holding.
Yeah, and you can like
Because it's not
set your
weight.
difficulty levels
Okay.
too, which is nice. Yeah.
But like you'll run because it's on your leg and you're holding the wheel out, right? And so you're still like you can feel the
Missing
muscle.
your position.
Yeah, because you're in like the chest position, and then as you're running in the game, there's like shit on the map, like coins, and so you can like squeeze it to like
turn your
shoot.
body
you
in
like
different
you like
directions.
shoot or like suck like coins, but essentially you're just like squeezing and doing like a chest press.
It's so I know chest press supposed to
There you
your
go.
chest, but
Yeah.
like, is there like stuff for your like back? Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think I got like a weak.
You got-
back. I'm
I mean-
trying to figure out how to like build that up.
just with ring
Yeah,
alone.
I mean it's got all basic.
Yeah, just the ring, like they have the overheads, and that's a lot of like squeezing your backs. I don't know the muscles in the back. I got your delts.
Ain't
And that's
nobody-
it. Yeah, bis and your tris. That's all
There's
I got.
some muscles back.
I know the bro muscles. I can tell you about those. That's it. All right, but yeah, you do like it's like you're doing a squat, and then you kind of like lift it back like this, and then go like that. That over and over again, and then there's a little bit of what Jack was talking about, where you squeeze your shoulder blades and hold. Yeah, and after it seems like that's so easy,
a lot
but
of
like
just hold.
an hour in,
Because
you're like,
it's so
oh my god,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kill
I'm
me.
just like so
It's
worried now.
exhausting.
Like now that finding out like whatever happened with Fredo, like and him hurting himself,
Ooh, that
like
too.
his back situation.
Yeah,
He's had
like,
back
he was
issues
built
a while.
Yeah,
Right,
because he
but, like,
carries the team.
I'm still young,
predisposition.
okay, but I don't know if I've been I haven't been diagnosed. How do you find that out?
I have
Like,
scoliosis. I'm okay.
I think when you're crawling around on the floor and you can't stand up.
That's
like, oh,
yes.
That was a couple
Oh.
of years ago.
Yeah.
He's had that problem for a while.
Ooh, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah,
now I'm even
I
more
think-
Yeah,
scared.
he gets flare-ups sometimes.
Oh,
This was
no.
a bad flare-up.
Yeah.
And now my brother-in-law, the way he works out is he actually just goes and plays basketball for like an hour almost every single day with a
very
bunch of people
full
at work.
body.
Yeah,
The rec
and some
center.
people just swim, dude.
Yeah.
Swimming is
love
so good for
swimming.
you.
But do you think we could ever
Again, it's
get
just-
like an achievement hunter like group of people to go play a sport, like go out and actually
We've
do something?
tried. We have
Yeah.
tried.
Have we?
We've tried like a softball league.
we
We've tried about
talked
volleyball games. We've
Jack,
tried
we
about
can't
like
even get a team hunter to do
sorts of
Super
stuff.
Team.
It's
You
true.
think
It's true.
Team hunter's gonna go out and make a whole league? I'm just saying.
Jack's like, wow,
I still like. I just want to go play some soccer. I just
We
want
went
to go out and kick some
go-karting.
balls
I
around.
would
I'll
love
play-
to.
Go-karting's not really a
Love
workout.
to.
though.
I'll play baseball.
Yes, I agree.
let's go swimming.
Put me
Baseball
in
doesn't
love
like,
that.
okay, I'm gonna
Swim
stand in left field. Like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean,
innings over.
I'm not good at any sport. Did Jack just
Yeah.
shit on baseball
Yeah.
as a sport? I mean, I talk to America. I'm not the one saying
When
it's
I-
a great sport.
when
It's
I
just
say
funny.
workout,
not wrong.
baseball's
It's just
like
funny
bottom of the list.
when you
When
think
they
of
hit it to you,
sport,
your ass is
baseball's
running.
pretty high up.
Right. Outfield runs a fuck ton, dude. Also, left field, like
You know
y'all.
Barry Bonds, that little guy,
Yeah.
doesn't work out.
We put our fastest
Not
runners
very
in the outfield. Yeah.
That's crazy. You're a maniac.
Saying,
Right.
Look at some of the pitchers in
I think
baseball.
it's
Those
like
big boys throwing balls.
like football in America. It's NFL.
Yeah.
And then probably basketball and then baseball, I would guess. Is
Top
probably the
three?
I would guess.
Those are the big three for sure. Then you
Soccer
got
is like
It's getting,
no, I
but
mean-
it's nothing. Yeah.
No, it's
Here
like
in
I would say it's like baseball, basketball, football are the big three, and then
Yeah.
you've got hockey and you've got soccer.
Yeah,
like those
for
are
sure.
definitely like
Hobby
4 and 5.
horsing.
secondary solid
Curling.
Hockey's always been
Skateboarding.
there, and it's just,
Yeah.
I think hockey is what it is.
Yeah, it's like
Right? No one's going, did you hear about the American hockey? Right? Like, but that's kind of happening with football.
Yeah.
Right? Because it is new.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because it
People
hasn't,
are liking it
But it
now,
also
yeah.
hasn't been around.
Well, it's also
in
like
America.
I mean, like with MLS especially, like they've been really good about like hitting these cities that are kind of these younger up and coming cities. Like Austin for the longest time was the biggest city in the nation without a professional team, without a professional sports team. And so when Austin FC came here, I was like, oh shit! Like
I was
people
telling
were
Michael that
craving
story on the
this.
way home from Extra Life. He's like, that's really cool. I'm like, yeah, I assume that we're just trying to replicate a lot of what's happening in Dallas and Houston and has been happening is like give a major sports team
Right.
bringing in a lot of lucrative income come and here we are, let's do the same
also
thing.
tourism, like people can be fans of like different cities, teams that like aren't where you're from. Like I did grow up in Florida, even though I was born in New York, but like my family made sure I supported New York teams, even though I probably had
Mets or Yankees?
What kind of question is
That's
that?
two New York teams.
There's only one answer to that, it's the Yankees.
Miracle Mets, right? Oh,
There
wait.
you go.
No? Oh, sorry.
I'm still in the Giants versus
Cheetah.
Cowboys era.
Derek
So
Cheetah.
But it's dope. I see that. I feel like that is like the heart of a city that way. Like
no, I agree. I mean, like we already kind of have that with UT, but it's obviously that's college level. Now we're in the big leagues.
Yeah.
right. This is like big boy soccer. Is that a stupid question?
big boy.
This
No,
isn't
no,
like
this
this
is-
isn't like medium boy.
No, this
soccer.
I think
MLS is professional soccer.
It's the biggest. It's the
Okay,
biggest
that's what I'm
we
saying.
have.
It is big boy.
But I mean,
soccer.
how old is MLS?
20-something years, started like the late 90s.
How? Oh, that's it's still older than I thought.
still
But it's
older.
like maybe it's just because to
It hasn't
me-
been here. I
to
mean, that's
me,
the
it's
thing.
because it's Austin. But even then, I'll be like, my whole life, it's never been
Yeah.
a thing on my radar.
right, exactly.
Period.
Same.
And so I know it's more so because I'm in Austin now and there's a league in Austin, but I feel like it's not just that, right? I
Yeah.
feel like even if I weren't here, I still would know some people that are like watching American football.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like the only thing about soccer that I knew about was the Sounders, because the Sounders had the Xbox logo. Like Microsoft sponsored them. So literally they had the Xbox jersey. It's like, oh, that's cool. And it's like, oh, that's neat, because in soccer, you typically the name sponsor is
sponsors
across the
the
chest.
front.
So
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
the Austin FC jersey, our kits have Yeti on them, which is like the name sponsor.
I watched a
And
little bit
so-
of like racing and stuff. Like I grew up around NASCAR.
Yeah,
the team
yeah.
right there. So like I get the sponsors.
Yeah. So you get like the sponsor on the front, then like the patch is the actual team.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so so Xbox was the sponsor for the Sounders for a long time, and so I was like, oh, this is the Xbox, and so I kind of was like, oh,
Xbox
I'm gonna
team.
follow the Seattle
Team
team.
Xbox.
Yes.
And I love it, but it's like but now it's growing. It's like especially now with the internet and being able to stream games.
Right, right.
And next season, every single game is going to be broadcast on Apple TV, which is pretty cool. So it's like if you want to watch a game, you can buy like a $50 thing a year, whatever it's going to be, and watch literally every single MLS game, which is like, okay, like now you're making it where they're streaming all of them, and like I don't have to worry about like what channel do I find this? Do I have to VPN
I'll be honest, I think I gotta
somewhere?
get in just now because I'd be a fool because I already know Brad. I'd be
you go.
stupid not to.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Dude,
it's
and
true.
those games, like the Austin FC games, are so much fun.
Iris
to go
Iris
to.
just finished her first soccer league.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's so funny. We were here, like leaving Extra Life. It was over, and I was packing up or whatever. And in the other room, there was some extra of those balls.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, this is fucking perfect because like Iris needs a new soccer ball.
Yeah.
And I grabbed one of those bags too because she has cleats at home
Yeah.
and like shit. I'm like, oh, well, I'm like, it's actually great. Like,
Right.
Just throw all this shit in here. And I sat there and I was just like, I could ask Brad real quick if he could like just sign this ball, but then she's also like doesn't know anything. Like she just learned how to play
Right.
soccer.
But
Doesn't know what
still.
soccer league is. Then Brad, whatever. Still, I was like, still. But then also she's gonna play with it. But also I could just like ask Jack to call him later. And then I left. I went through all that in like 10 seconds, and I was
You're
like,
like,
none of this matters. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Of like, oh, my kid's playing soccer. She might think this is cool. I'll wait 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
What's a secret silent cool for me is like I've been going to a lot more games because usually that's a good time for Michael to stream on the weekends too. So we'll trade, but I don't mind. I have a sports
Nice.
background. Michael doesn't. I know soccer, so I can kind
Right.
of help her out. So I've been going and trying my best to adapt to like the soccer mom life, which
I
I'm
love
like,
that for you.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
did,
it's-
but who got the equipment?
it's true.
It's a team effort.
It's
okay?
true.
We're
Yeah,
helping
there is
each
no
other
I am
against each
team. That is
other,
the
right?
first lesson of soccer. Thank you.
It's a
Okay.
teamwork.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
BK knows.
some real good parenting
Yes.
collapsible soccer chairs.
Those are nice, but I was gonna say with the
Pop
Reds,
out, yeah.
those are great.
Pop out and
Couple.
go ahead.
Well, we got a little like canopy going over it. I was gonna say it's nice to like have a little bit of street cred because I know and I've seen all the moms wearing the FC like hats and little
okay.
logos, and I'm like,
Yeah.
You don't even
just
know.
silently going.
My husband got the shit kicked out of him
That
by
one.
Brad.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you wear that as like, hello, my name is, this is my husband got kicked the shit
that one right there.
Did you get like a picture of me from Extra Life and say, Brad did this to my husband?
That crumpled
I
pile
should.
is my husband.
That's him, right
Brad
there.
did it.
I married that. Yes, orange slices for everyone.
Yeah, I bought, it's like the folding chairs, but like, I had to do my research.
The pop chairs.
Oh.
They're not folding. They're
Well, they're pop, but it's
They are.
like
The
it's not
gift.
like soccer chairs. They're camping chairs. So it's like they're thick, they're rainproof, they're
Sturdy.
comfy.
Feel bougie.
They got like a fake lumbar thing.
They do.
It's like essentially like a strap that you just like tighten
and it makes the bottom like tighter.
Oh, I like that.
So it's like a fake lumbar.
Yeah,
There's nothing actually there,
Yeah,
but they bill it as like chair's got lumbar support. It's kind of like girdle technology or something. You know what I mean? Just like tighten it. It's like you're making me sit straight. Ah! It's like
Technology, that's funny.
forcing
A
you.
little bit.
That's awesome.
But then I also
corset
bought
for a chair.
I also
Yes.
bought, to be an asshole, their attachable like triangular sun visors.
Nice.
It's just to obstruct
So-
view and like, hey, look, this is my
Be
spot.
extra asshole.
No, it's way up. It won't obstruct. Everyone's on the grass. This is sitting in the park.
We got that chair in time for the
but it's
last
for the
game.
sun.
Yes, and
It's fucking bright outside.
I'll dress like this or like Morticia Adams. Y'all know me. So there's many times where I roll
Y'all
up
know
in
me.
full goth outfit, and I'm like, one moment as I set up for the soccer game. Commence.
Commence.
Yes. As you
Go
go
forth.
It's just
children.
good.
Thank you.
Bro, it's just
Yeah.
good to have equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
It's good to have
Clock go.
equipment.
We should have started that at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, well, that I'm not worried.
See, now that you fucked the editor because like
We don't
if they didn't
need
cut anything, it's like
So
see,
we've talked
time
about this
codes.
for a long time, and when we do more single screen videos, like longer videos, narrative videos, like a Let's Watch or something, stuff that might get edited down. Sometimes it's harder to keep track of like how long the video is, right? Like in the edit, you kind of guess where if I'm recording for an hour, is this a 30-minute video, a 40-minute video? But it's hard to tell if you're like starting and stopping, and like someone uses the bathroom, or you have like an audio problem that you stop and fix, because then you're like, all right, it's an hour and 30 minutes, but how much of that
How much is recorded?
a video?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we need to stop. And I finally just bought like a desk timer,
Savior Mikey.
and it's the simplest, just most rewarding thing.
I've been asking for it for weeks. I was just like, please, can we just get a timer?
I walked in with it, and Jaren went, "Oh, I'll remove that from the request form." Because I just went, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna pull a maneuver here and just get this so we can have it. And then if we're filming, we just go, oh, wait a minute, someone's got to use the bathroom. Let's just pause it for a second.
There you go.
And so we filmed today, rejoiced. And then, I kid you not, this is not only a conversation we've had, also it's a conversation we've had a ton of time for Face Jam.
Okay.
And so as I'm like telling Eric about this morning, Jordan's like, hey, do you think we could use it for Face Jam? I was like, it's already in the office, my friend. I already offered it. It's coming with me
coming
today.
with
So
me.
I'm
I'm
just
bringing it.
walking around with this little clock.
like it's a child.
It looks like, if you turn it off, it looks like a giant iPhone for your
Yeah,
grandparents.
Oh my
It does.
God.
Right?
Yes.
I was gonna say like,
Hello?
radio
My
vibes.
grand-
Hello?
Yes.
Oh,
Old radio.
the big
Yeah.
phone.
Where's the Bird app? I thought comedy was legal.
Yeah.
Am I banned yet?
I
Where's the
didn't have
antenna?
parity in my- I got turned off.
I just love it. And it's funny because you charge it. It can stay plugged in, but you charge it. And nowhere in the product description on the website could I find a run length. Because
Oh,
it
how
must be like 1,000,000 years. Like, I can't find, like, what is a fully charged battery?
Yeah.
And no one, they're like, it's a clock, man.
Start it now.
It's not even a clock.
No.
It isn't. It doesn't tell
Does
time.
it have batteries you're gonna like input into it? Or
No,
is it
it's just internal.
There's just some lithium.
It's just
some
internal.
battery in there.
Yeah.
We should
And
get
so
one
it's
that we
just like-
start and then leave forever.
Well, the-
no one
well-
touch it. No one touch it. Yeah.
Well, it only goes to 100 hours.
Okay, so there is a limit.
There's a limit. I'm sorry. This wouldn't be good on a 100-hour and 1-minute stream. It would reach its useful
Go ahead,
limit.
throw it away.
But now I don't know. It's probably not copyright. You want to hear the alarm?
Yeah, we have.
We don't
to.
have a lot of options, but
Sure,
here's
I'm
the
sure Mike
alarm.
wants to hear that as well.
Ready?
Okay.
Not that we'll ever use it, because why would we need an alarm? But here you go.
It's a vote.
Wait, that's the shitty one. It's not great.
They're trying to make you excited to wake up, but it's
But
just
the
making me
winner.
Hey, okay. Why are you so mad when you're waking up?
So
Calm down.
good. So good.
Those are the options.
It's ridiculous.
Clearly,
The
last
sound
one's the
also
best
goes low, medium, high. Can't
That's
turn it
it.
off. There's no off.
Oh no, my back.
Anyway,
You're good.
I love it though.
I want that timer for the beach.
It's so simple. It's so
great.
That's a great time for the
It's
beach
so
when you're
light
tanning.
too. Just hold
Feel
it. It's so light.
Oh wow! It actually is
It's like-
way lighter than I thought.
It doesn't weigh anything.
I
It's like
can
a piece of
guarantee you there's
paper.
probably nothing inside of there. There's like probably one chip
Oh, I
and
know.
a little plugged into a speaker, and that's it.
I know.
This
And
is really
yeah,
cool.
the LEDs
I
are
literally, Jack,
Some
it's
peanuts in
that
there.
big if it's because it's for like old people.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
typed
yeah.
in large
clock.
It's just the old.
And a lot of it's like, it's just like, does your grandma need to time something?
Yeah.
I do
got
like
it as
the,
big as I could get.
I love that Jack wanted to use it for tanning though. I'm imagining him
what I'm saying,
beachside with this.
tanning.
It's
Time to
beautiful.
flip.
Just that.
Yo, you got quick features. You can set a custom. You know, like if you're crazy and you know you're always setting that 7-minute, 30-second timer
Right.
for some reason, you save it to custom, hit custom, boom, 7 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Also, it doesn't fuck around. Jack, go ahead and set it for 1 minute and then hit start.
I set it for 5.
Okay, just reset.
I set 1 minute.
Hit start. You are in the red zone.
Oh my god.
Under 1 minute, you are in the red zone.
Can we
That's
start?
actually awesome.
Can we start shaking the camera like it's DEFCON 5?
Yeah,
We're just like, oh my
Does it have like the Egyptian symbols when it starts getting down?
Yeah.
Put the numbers, put them in the hat.
Get the runes.
The room.
There's a codex. Find the codex.
Desmond.
Tom Hanks shows up.
So my big favorite thing in the tech world we live in is something that's almost a clock.
Yeah.
It could have easily been a
Not
clock.
even a
In a
clock.
world,
Can you
in a
make
world
it
where
into
this
a
can
clock,
be
or is
anything.
it just
it is
not even
not
an
a
option.
clock.
Not even an
bro.
option.
amazing.
Go somewhere else.
Incredible. I
We
love
don't
it.
want
Buy
it.
another one. Have one that's a timer and one
I
that's a
think
clock.
somewhere on here might also be a magnet too, so it might stick to metal.
What am I gonna carry a camera around now?
I don't know if there's anything metal
Next.
to stick it to in here.
Right?
There's
crazy.
not. It's all wood.
Paper planes? What?
We're not talking about
Table
Mia.
legs. Oh, we have
I mean,
table legs.
MIA.
Is
No.
this
All right, let me see.
metal?
Table legs are pretty beefy.
Hang on.
It's true. It's true.
No. Let's try.
It's no, it would work. It needs to be
the
it
big
needs to
pan.
be long.
Big
It's
pan.
perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice BK.
It's not the right metal.
Damn
not the right metal.
Magnetized.
Put it on the leg, but turn it sideways.
What's it made of?
Yeah, like that.
Can we do one of the stands on the cameras?
There we go.
There we go.
Wait, how long?
Put it up higher. Put it up higher.
Hang on.
You gotta set it.
Put
Now
us in the
let's-
red.
wait, hang on.
I'm really
Hang on.
We got about what, 12-ish minutes left?
Hang on, guys.
Somewhere around there.
Hold on.
I set the bomb.
Mike-
Oh, it's upside down.
We have to hold.
It's 5 minutes.
Cut the blue wire. Blue wire.
That looks so stupid.
It does look very
That looks
stupid.
ridiculous. It's like we're playing Gmod.
Literally, it's like you set the charges.
It looks like such a prop.
Yeah.
It looks not real.
It looks not real, but all it does is count.
That
So
feels
why
real.
wouldn't it be real?
Right, exactly. Like, what? Yeah.
Zooming in
A prop
slowly.
is still a functional item? Question mark.
I don't know. I think usually by definition of a prop, it's not real in some way.
Right, it's
Fair.
not the real version of it because it looks like a clock, but it isn't.
That's a good question.
Is that why it's a prop?
Maybe. I don't even. You got me thinking.
Follow-up question, because we had those alarms and some of them were happy and fun. Do y'all like fun alarms or the alarm that's like get the fuck out of bed right now?
You
Like,
said
get out of
fun
bed.
alarms. I heard you say funnel arms, which
Funnel
I assume
arms.
funnel arms are
Do you
like,
like funnel arms?
like pointed. They come out and liquid pours out of them, and it's
Yeah.
like my funnel arms.
Oh, I like
I
the
would think
opposite.
funnel arms is
You
like the
pour
inflatable
into
tube
it.
men, but arms instead.
Oh, okay, okay,
just kinda
yeah,
going
it's like a
like
funnel.
Oh, a funnel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's what he said.
I heard funnel
Which
arms.
was
I
not
go
what was said.
funnel. I go
Alarms.
funnel cake.
There you go.
Nice.
Right.
Well, so I was very confused.
Funnel arm.
Yeah.
I didn't go anywhere.
I would eat you.
Basically,
Funnel wasn't said.
all three of us went a different direction than
Yes.
what Lindsay was
Let me
intending.
enunciate.
No, I didn't.
Do you
I
enjoy?
got it.
I didn't either. I only thought that because of what you said.
you were
Right.
following.
I was following.
Do you prefer alarms that wake you up violently, or do you prefer alarms that wake you up gently?
So
there we go.
I have an app on my watch. It's a sleep timer, basically. So you set an alarm and it'll judge based on how deep you're sleeping. So it gives you a 30-minute window, and it'll kind of like, okay, now is a good time for you to wake up. And
Hit your
so
perfect REM cycle.
It just starts tapping on your wrist, and that's enough to wake me up.
That's crazy.
It's
I would.
great.
I think there's an intruder in the house. Absolutely.
I want
Oh, no,
no.
it's like because Katie will keep sleeping, and I'm like, oh, I'll just get up. And there's no alarm. It's not pissing her off.
That's
It's like,
crazy.
oh, okay, cool.
That's crazy.
I just roll out of bed.
Bro,
sleep
I'm
away,
down
feed
with
the dogs.
automated stuff happening in the morning.
Well, I like automated stuff. I don't
Everyone
want tapping my wrist.
everyone doesn't have a butler. Some people have to make
No.
their own bacon and eggs.
Right.
Sometimes
Somebody
you
has to
cook
run the
your
coffee.
foot.
I'm with BK. Sometimes if I felt that, I would wake up thinking I'm going to slap
I
someone,
would
and then once
slap
I
whoever's next to me.
Okay,
If
let
I
me
said
let me
next to
get to
someone.
the root of the conversation here that Lindsay's dancing.
Okay,
on.
what is? Go ahead.
Okay, Lindsay sets alarms in the morning with good music.
I do.
And my complaint is you like it, so you don't get the fuck up.
I get up.
You have to
not
make an alarm
timely.
go because you want to get up
Then I'm
and
just
turn
pissed
it
off
off
all day. Then I'm
And
just mad at
that's
the
it.
world.
No, then
I
you're
would take it
awake
out on you.
and you do your job.
I can't take it out on
as a
BK.
human
Give it
being.
give it
You get
another
ready.
40 seconds or so.
You brush your teeth, you get yourself
Distracted.
sorted out, and then you move on to the children. You don't go, I love this song.
No.
In bed. That's always been crazy to me.
I'm the weirdo who has a bunch of alarms at different increments, and they all have different sounds.
Oh, cool.
So I can know
see, that's fine.
what time.
time?
It is
I do the
by
alarms.
the
I
sound.
don't do different
smart.
sounds, but I do different
No, but
alarms.
I need to know. I hear that. I go, oh, okay, that's 8
This is the
o'clock.
time.
I have an
Right.
alarm, and then I have it's time to get the fuck up alarm.
Yeah. Oh, I
where
have
it's like-
great names too.
Yeah.
See,
Honestly,
Oh my
this-
god, you got like
Yes,
so many
please.
alarms.
I'll say having kids too, I feel like you're never truly sleeping unless they're out
GTFO
of the
now.
house.
This
Also
ain't no
true.
game.
Yes,
Shower
seriously.
real quick.
Yes.
Wake up.
Right.
Yes.
Get ready for flight.
I
take
love
your
that.
time. You'll be better for it.
Mine's a little
Ayo,
really
get up
funny.
early, fam. Clean yourself.
That's
My
awesome.
guy alarm emoji. Jesus, absolutely not. Absolutely.
All right, I was
Get it off.
hoping you
Get
would
it off.
BK, get up. Hey,
This is
Jack,
dumb.
Jack, I got a similar system.
BK's ready to fight. I'm with
7, 8,
you.
9. Get up.
You can feel it, or you can hear it. Like,
I turn them on every night, turn them off every morning.
can you hear
You're
that? Can you
insane.
hear
7,
it?
8, 9.
You're insane. The vibration. For
and
those
then-
who are wondering, I just freaked out. He put the Apple
can-
Watch on
you
me to
can-
feel the
The
vibration.
9 a.m. is fuck, I'm
Marky
late.
Mark.
It goes.
the funky-
Yeah.
It wasn't good
Yeah.
vibration.
With my sleep paralysis too, if that's going off.
It's a similar thing. I'm sure that's more intense because it's waking you up. But it's
very
similar,
intense.
like GPS, dude. I love when you put a map in, and if you're wearing a watch, it'll just like tap when the
Yeah.
turns come.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's cool.
And it's
That is
on the
cool.
watch, like it'll
Yeah, but
tap,
waking
but
up
then if you
from
look too, it's
sleep-
like, oh, turn left.
Right.
Yeah, I can't do waking up from sleep.
That's
I have
fine.
like wild nightmares.
See, I don't
Frequently.
almost ever dream at all.
Yeah, I'm
All
pretty
the
much
time.
dream
Are
mode.
you a
Constantly.
dreamless person?
Yeah.
I mean, almost.
He has no inner monologue.
Dreamlessly?
He has
I
don't
no inner
care.
monologue.
You have no inner narrative.
So-
You don't think inside your head.
I think.
No, I think you think outside of your head.
No,
You
I
never
think-
think inside.
According to
of
Michael,
Lindsay
idea
always
comes out
confuses
mouth.
it. No.
That's what you said to me.
No, I
Idea
said I
comes
have
out
an inner
mouth.
voice. Is a difference.
Well,
Michael.
I think that's
Voice
why
is
you're
a difference.
blind.
Yes.
You don't hear
Correct.
yourself,
Correct.
but you think.
Yes, I can sing.
How?
Right,
Explain.
right,
That's
right,
it. I don't know-
right.
I don't know where that
right,
confusion
I'm trying to understand.
Right.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mikey.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you think,
Right.
how do you think?
Are there images? Are you hearing your own voice talking to yourself?
No, you can't hear your own voice unless you're talking.
That's
No,
not true.
wait, that,
Because you, well, it is true because your voice comes out your throat. It's not in your mind. So
Yes.
if you hear it, it wouldn't.
You're not receiving
it wouldn't
sound waves from your mouth. It's
Correct.
true, but you're hearing
So
your voice in your
You're not.
brain.
You're imagining your voice.
You're not wrong,
hearing
but-
it.
Well, you're picturing.
Okay.
the voice
Well, see,
then.
this is
Okay.
well, see, this is not semantics because
That's
I
fine.
don't know how your
That's why he
brain
wins in a
works.
court
And
of
when
law.
people keep saying, I hear, I'm just saying, no, I don't hear. And people go, you don't hear? But then you go, oh, it's semantics. That I'm just saying, like.
Do you
if you're
think
talking
in
about
words?
Hearing. Yeah, I can think in words.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I just need to make
I've
sure.
never in my life said I don't have an inner monologue. Lindsay likes saying that for me.
You
and then people go,
certainly
what? I said I don't
implied it
have
many
a
times.
inner voice. Wrong. Every time someone says,
Absolutely.
can you hear yourself think?
So
and I
no,
say,
you have
no.
No
you
one
have
can
no
hear
Jiminy
that.
Well,
Cricket.
see, but how would I know that? If people say I can hear myself think, how can I
see where we are?
But how can I
Yeah,
dispute
yeah,
that?
see?
You can't.
See?
That's what I'm saying. So I've just never disputed other people
You'd be a
saying,
wonderful lawyer.
I can hear it. And I just go, oh, okay, I can. And then people go, yes, you can. And I go, look, you can tell me what you hear. Don't tell me what I hear. That's crazy.
Do you have conversations with yourself in your own brain? Because I do all the time.
I mean, I do. I tend more to speak it out loud because I just like, it's like, to me, saying it out loud is like writing it down.
Sure.
It's a little more
It exists.
than just like, even though it doesn't, because it comes and goes, and it's not like writing it down,
Yeah,
but
but
a
it's
little bit.
still there. It's
Sometimes
in the air.
I want to hear it, so I'll say it out loud.
See, I have like mental checklists in my head, whereas like literally I can like picture like, you know, a series of things I need to do, or even when it's like when I'm cooking, I'm like, okay,
See,
noodles are going, they've got about this much, I need to start working on meat
that's
about
like-
this. It's like in my head I can kind of track it.
In-
I like that.
In my head, I guess it's a thing of like, I don't see things that aren't there. Like, I can sit here and say, okay, I have to take the kids to school, I have to do this, I have to do that. And it's just like things floating that I have to do in a blank space.
Sure. they're not
It's
like an
not
order
like
or a
I'm
list.
driving.
I
to
see
school,
myself
I'm
driving.
doing
I see
this.
myself picking
No, I
up
don't
the
do
kids.
any
I
of
see,
that.
yes,
That's
yes,
a
yes.
waste of time. That takes too long.
I have to.
I just go, I gotta do this, I gotta do this,
Yeah,
I gotta do
I have
What
this.
if I said like, can you picture yourself in front of the Eiffel Tower in your head right now? You could do that.
I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Okay. You couldn't
Yeah.
do that.
No, I do
Well,
really
I know
bad
there's
with
the.
like.
Also, I've been there, so it's.
that
Fair.
is-
Fair. Yeah, fair. What does
If
BK
I said
do?
like, could you mentally place yourself at Epcot right now, like underneath the ball, right?
But here's the
Like,
thing.
No, I
There's-
could see. I can look at it.
There's
maybe,
a-
but I couldn't picture me being there.
There's a difference. Like
Interesting.
I can imagine if I have a good picture of something, say this set, right? I could be at home. I know exactly what the set looks like. I'm
Yeah.
here a lot. I can be at home and think of me like sitting here. But what's probably going to happen is more I'm just going to think of a moment that actually happened than imagine because I'm here so much. But I could never recreate it. Like, I can see this image because it's real and I know what it looks like. I would never be able to put that to paper.
Like draw it or something.
Like even beyond like drawing, beyond like, oh, I don't have skill. I mean, I wouldn't
Like write it out or something?
Like I wouldn't. I know what this set looks like. When I go to draw it, I would be like, what? Where do I start? Like what goes where? Like I don't have I can't do full real life like pictures like one for one. I can do like an idea, like, oh, I think I know how I'm going to set up the room.
Okay.
I can't in my head be like, okay, the desk needs to be here, that's going to go right there.
You have crazy dreams.
Unless I'm doing it.
Do you do that in your dreams though?
I don't know. My thing with like mental images, and there's like a certain like name for it with people who can't like draw mental images. I can do it if I've seen it in real life. If you give me like a book, like let's for instance like like Game of Thrones, right? I'm watching that. I'm not making up what the characters look like in my head. I can't visualize any of these made up places and what I think they are. So like I never get that disappointment when you see a character and go, oh, that's not what I thought
all
they
the time.
looked like. Yeah. They had no face.
You know
they had no voice. They were words on a page.
You know what else you can do to not disappoint yourself like that? You just don't read.
Don't read.
It's fair, yes. Ignore this man. Ignore this man.
That was coming. But so
Never disappointed.
But I mean,
they
like,
always look like they're supposed to.
But so you can place yourself. So like if I told you like what do you like. What would it be like to stand on top of like literally like the Epcot ball? Like could you mentally put yourself on top of there and like visualize what's around you and stuff?
I can.
So I'm trying to think of a place that I know you've been to probably a number of times.
I can try. I mean, I don't know.
I could literally look and I can like I know all of the things that I would be seeing if I was standing there right now.
Yeah, I'm in a real
head.
like you're in like again what I'm saying of like you got it. I'm like somewhere in there, and BK's not there.
I don't think I'm
there. I think it's the three that we're in. I don't know where you.
No, I think I'm in. Hang on. Chill. I'm in improv land because Jack has been there many times. Is very familiar with Disney World, knows all the layout. I don't, but I can go. What would it be like to stand on top of this giant ass building and look around and see roller coaster rides? Okay, I can fill in the pieces. My brain can go. I'm just gonna make shit up. This is what it looks like to Lindsay's brains. That's why it works very well with like content creation.
Right, which is a Lindsay-like answer because we're all talking about, could you picture this place? And Lindsay goes, fuck the place, I made one up. We're all talking about real places.
Jack is asking about the experience of standing on top of that. I can lie and sell the experience, and someone who isn't there goes, that must be what it's like. Fuck.
Right, but I'm more curious about you and your brain, not selling anything. Yeah. Like, what is it to you?
But that's you know the way my brain pictures it's like it's a logical thing where I can like I have like a visual map in my head of what it looks like. But if it was something like, hey, I want to put you like, you know, in the boiler room of the Titanic, like I could like I could guess what it is.
Why?
But
you're gonna die. If you're putting somebody in the boiler room, they're gonna drown, Jack.
You gotta run through the multiple gates and then go upstairs for the storage.
Could you imagine BK playing the music as she drowned?
No, but like for me, my brain, like when it comes to like memory or like mental projection, I guess, like I'm very much like a video game. Like if I can't like physically remember, it's just grayed out on the map in my mind. It's just
I'm not.
Yeah, fog of war.
I'm not grayed out. I've got fog of war, but it was from when I've been there, and so it's outdated information. You know, like it's there, but then it grays over, and you go, "That's what it looked like the last time I was there." And then you go over and you go, "Oh no, they mined all the resources. Where are all these troops coming from?
Why are these peons here?"
Tyler, what time are we at?
Warcraft thing. Chat. You guys have been awful quiet today.
It says 0, but it started there.
You let us know.
I don't know what time we started.
We're good?
I feel like we're near
around
the end.
4. We're about an hour.
What?
Okay, 20 minutes. I'm cracking this one.
How long do we go for? How long does
We
it go now?
got 20 minutes to save the world.
Oh, it's about 9 minutes.
But now I will ask, since BK just mentioned that wonderful collaboration between Justin Timberlake and Madonna, produced by Timbaland, incredible work.
Wait, when did you mention that?
Just a second ago. Keep up. Yeah. You're talking about.
Was that like at the end of a Men in Black movie?
No.
It was the end of a movie, though. You're not wrong.
It was a movie song.
You're not wrong.
You're not thinking of the Bobby Brown song from Ghostbusters.
I was gonna say In Time, but that's wrong. But it does star Justin Timberlake. the movie in time. You never saw that?
Yeah, it's the one he has the thing on his
Yeah.
arm.
I don't think it was
Clock Stoppers, which was mentioned on Extra Life. Michael talked about revisiting something and having your memory kind of wiped. I keep some memory treasures in my dreams. So like I sometimes will dream about my childhood home and I'll walk through my childhood home and revisit my old bedroom, my sister's room and shit.
Yeah.
And it's halfway between lucid dreaming, and I bonded with Trevor about that. And like sometimes my subconscious will like betray me Inception style, and it's like, you're dreaming, wake up. I'm like, oh fuck, I wanted to go see that room.
Right.
Oh well, like next time we'll check it out. So I want to get to the level where I can actually be like, I want to go home. I want to see
move
this.
them to like power.
Basically, yeah, like, hey, Dream Dad, can I go check out the living room? And he'd be like, right this way, Dream Lindsay. Like, come on over.
Wish like dreams for me, like I think maybe I have like a toe in lucid dreaming, only like my pinky toe. Because like I can't like control what I see. I can't like make active decisions. But it's almost as if I'm in it. But I'm in a movie. Like I don't know how to explain. Like I'm like, this is ridiculous, but I'm still going along with it. And then I wake up and I go back to sleep. Like something freaks me out. I wake up, I'll fall back asleep, and I'm immediately back in
there. Nice.
Back in the movie.
Do you choose to go back in sometimes? You're like, no, put me back in. I've done that before.
Know what? I might have a couple. I need to know what happened.
You turn over, you're like, no.
Go back to sleep.
I was making out with this celebrity.
Well, that's why like movies like, like Friday the 13th be like freaking me out, because I'm like, I don't know, Sandman might be real, dog. Like, so there might be a dreamwalker. Like,
here's the crazy part too, is like that's just your own brain, right?
Your dreams.
Yeah.
Well,
Friday that's the wrong one. That's Nightmare on Elm Street.
I knew what you were talking about.
It also confused me because
I said Sandman.
Well, I was also thinking of the sexy Sandman.
Sandman.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? When you were like, you said Friday the 13th, then Sandman, and I thought emo Sandman Netflix.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
And I was going, what?
Freddy Krueger.
Sexy Sandman's the one from Spider-Man, right?
That's a big mistake.
Sexy Sandman, one from Spider-Man. Sexy.
Oh my God.
Sandman.
No.
Yeah.
Sandman.
You don't even know his name.
Thomas Hayden
Rhino.
Church?
Yeah, that's who Lindsay's talking about. Yes.
Oh, you're talking about a sexy Sandman?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Talking about sexy
All
Sandman? over
Sandmen
here?
are sexy.
Talking about Lowell from
Wait,
Wings?
he's talking about getting sideways?
Oh God.
No, he's Rhino.
That's why I said Rhino, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
Who
seen
would
the
thought
new Sandman.
the main characters from Sideways would both be Spider-Man villains? Like, who looks at that movie and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I can see these guys as Spider-Man
Well,
villains.
one was in the movie more than the other.
True. Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
You're
Giamatti was in for like 5 seconds.
Beginning and the end.
5 seconds.
Right.
I think he was referenced in No Way Home. So.
Well, maybe after the Heath Ledger factor, they're like, fuck it, dude. Do you want to be in a superhero movie? You'd be great.
Everybody
Yeah,
should
get
be
in
in a
here. We'll see
movie.
what you can do. Come on in.
And then we didn't even have time for this, but talk about everybody getting in, people getting out. What's up with The Witcher?
Oh yeah.
Season 4, he out, bro.
Cavill's like
Audi 5,000, bro.
And everyone's like, oh, it's for Superman. I'm like, no, I think he's not happy about the writers.
They're getting Hemsworth B, right?
Yeah.
They're getting, is it Liam?
Yeah, that's one
Who
from
was
Hunger
this?
Games. That's from Hunger Games.
Yeah,
James
yes.
Hemsworth.
Was Miley's boyfriend?
Yeah, he was gay.
He's not the,
Not PETA.
not the bread
No.
guy. Not the bread
The
guy.
sexy guy.
The cute
the
one.
face.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Lil Hems.
Not the old man. Donald Sutherland.
There's Lil Hems is from Hunger Games.
Okay.
Hems Prime, obviously.
Hems Prime.
Chris Hemsworth.
Right.
And then
There's the third one.
From Westworld.
Big Bro Hems is from Westworld.
Who's Big Bro Hems?
He's the oldest brother he was the most famous before Chris Hemsworth came to the States.
Wait, they're all brothers?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. From Australia.
Yeah, they're all brothers named Hemsworth. Chris, Liam,
Yeah,
and the third one.
Yeah, you know the Westworld?
I don't know if there's a
What
fourth
Westworld
one.
guy? There's tons of guys in Westworld.
It's true.
He actually
true.
doesn't really look like them.
How
Either. He's
he
the security guy.
Help me.
Oh,
security
okay,
guy?
I know the security guy. Yeah. I visualize him.
He's the
I
old
see him in my
Hems.
mind.
He's the big bro Hems.
He is Luke.
He's a Big Bro Hems.
Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah. So they were all like actors.
Ew, they look alike.
Yeah.
Ew, they look alike.
Photo,
Yes.
On that photo, they look alike.
That one they do. He does. He does.
Scrunchy faces.
Yeah, it's his brother. Same parents and everything.
Sorry, I gotta go to some
Jesus
siblings and
Christ.
go, ew,
They're
you look alike.
already both white, but in this case,
But yeah, like that doesn't look like him there.
Oh my God.
Doesn't look. Yeah, this is like
Also-
sketchy Australian.
also
Luke
doesn't
Hemsworth.
look like them when they pop their shirts off.
Yeah.
Somebody's got the Marvel
Right.
money.
Someone's got the bod.
Someone's got
the Marvel money bod.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, they've all got bods, but one's got a engineered bod.
There's multiple Hemis.
So
Yeah, there's at least 3. I don't know if there's 4.
If I'm not mistaken,
I think there's only 3.
Luke Hemsworth. Luke
4 Joe Bros.
Hemsworth plays Thor in Ragnarok and in the most recent one.
Oh, you're right.
Thunder.
You're right.
And
Yeah,
when they're doing
as
like the plays,
knockoffs.
like it's like Matt Damon as
It's
Loki.
him?
He's like the brother is playing
I
his
didn't
brother.
know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was Matt Damon. I was like, no,
Yeah,
it's not.
that's
I
his
was
brother.
like,
That's Luke.
Celebrity brothers usually come in threes, unless they're
pretty funny.
twins. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
What?
Celebrity
So
brothers
aren't the
come in
Wahlburgers the three?
threes.
Is this a
unless
riddle?
they're twins.
No, you're not wrong.
Mark Wahlberg
no,
has three brothers.
Joe, Matt, and
honestly,
Andy
it's
Lawrence.
3 or 4. There's a lot of 4s, too,
Right?
like the Baldwins.
Aren't the
Baldwins.
Kardashian like 3 daughters? Am I tripping?
No,
I don't know.
Kardashians
It's
is not
4.
my territory.
I don't know.
Kim, Chloe, Kylie, and why do I know them?
See, that's a lot. Yeah, why do you know that?
Listen,
Hold on.
I-
Kendall? Is that the last one?
Allegedly. Yes, Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice
I
job.
don't.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to think. I was like, how many celebrity siblings do I know? Negative, clearly.
I know way too many. Far
Like-
too many.
The Baldwins. Did we say the Baldwins already?
did.
You said the Baldwins.
But like, do they all act?
Wahlbergs, yeah,
The Wahlbergs, yeah. Marky Marks.
How many of those are there?
I thought there were
But they're like 3.
3.
Wahlbergs, yeah, there's 3.
I thought
Sometimes, well, it's the thing is
Who
when,
made the
well,
restaurant?
Well, the thing is when you get into actor families, right?
Right.
Like, for example, like the Hemis we're talking about.
Yes.
Sometimes you forget. It's
Don't
like,
pull
oh, there's 3, and then you realize sometimes they're allowed to be people that don't act.
There's-
and so you're
Right,
like, oh my God, there's 7.
what I'm saying,
Like,
right.
only 3 are
Right,
actors.
right.
There's 3 Wilson brothers. There's Luke Owen, and then the older brother, who is he was.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was it Meatloaf in what was. No, it was 2000 or 3001 in Idiocracy. He's the one, he was the one in like he was-
Rain.
I don't think it's Meatloaf,
know
but
Idiocracy.
he was the one where it was like the monster truck and he was trying to kill him. Like he's been in a number of things. He was also I think not Spaceman. I forget. He's in.
It's like I just
pretty much all
mentioned the
of it.
like
Jonas
the-
Brothers. They have a 4th brother, but he's called the bonus Jonas because he doesn't do any. He doesn't want to be in the musical industry.
One of Bill Murray's
Yeah.
brothers was like in a bunch of Bill Murray's movies throughout like the 80s.
Yeah. Bill Murray. They look nothing alike.
They look absolutely
Yeah.
nothing alike, and he looks like way older, which he might be. But
Yeah.
he was like the mayor or some shit in Groundhog Day. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Help me out.
Oh, he was also he was also his brother. This is not gonna fall on you, but BK might know what this is.
Okay.
But Bill Murray's brother, who I think it was the one from Groundhog Day,
Yeah.
was also the voice of in Flapjack.
He was.
He was
He was like well,
It sounds like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
Flapjack. Hey, Flapjack. That's Bill Murray's brother.
Right.
Andrew Wilson is the oldest Wilson brother.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Bill Murray. Let's see.
I'm
here.
pretty
I
sure
was
that's
talking
Bill
about
Murray's brother.
Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Yes,
Sorry.
I know
Yeah,
you-
Sprouses. Yes.
You're talking about
Bill Murray is the 5th of 9 children.
Good.
that's
Fuck.
a lot, man.
Brian Doyle Murray
a
is
lot
his
of
name.
babies.
Brian,
That is a lot.
Brian
That's a
Doyle
lot of
Murray.
babies.
I can't comprehend
Bro,
having one.
Going back
here's the
slightly,
thing:
please.
having them, right? Can't comprehend. That's not even.
Yeah.
But raising them, I can
My
comprehend.
God.
Two's
My
too
God.
many.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like
Yeah.
at a point,
that helps.
at a point, you must, I assume, as parents, just go. Let's just keep making them and not worry about it.
fuck
And just like we'll just have to deal with whatever our lives are. 'Cause
It's the
we're
poor
just gonna keep
parenting
making kids.
of the older kids will take care of the
You know
younger
what I mean?
kids.
Well, it becomes a at that point. Like we might as well. Like.
But I mean, but the thing is, there's not a lot of
efficient.
might as well with families of 9 kids because they're like 12 years apart. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
There's
And
like
it's just
a-
like
there's
you
like a
can't say might as
generation.
well when you never stop.
was-
When there's always a baby coming, you have to say this is our plan. You can't just keep going like I guess we're pregnant again. Babies just don't keep happening, and you just go, what can I do? There's not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I grew up in a church where it was very much like that.
I mean, that's
for
Nick Cannon,
every
right? Like
family.
Nick Cannon's got someone like,
Bro,
like 400 kids
crazy.
now.
Bro,
It's crazy.
I think his 11.
Right. It's
pretty
It's
big.
11
gotta-
or 12. It's insane.
We
I
gotta-
thought Mans was gonna sell down. I got some fine
Right.
women, some
Bro.
carry,
Right.
but like
This is
really
just
not.
a little personal soapbox here, but
It's
maybe
like-
BK can relate. Let's just go ahead and get some birth control to that guy real quick.
I'm just saying.
Can we mandate that?
You can count on every year. You can count on something happening twice. You change the clocks and a new baby mama, probably for Nick Cannon.
Nick
twice
Cannon,
a year.
this is
It's 11 or 12. I know, I
Entertainment
just
Tonight
read
in
it.
Canada says Nick Cannon reveals he pays more than $3 million in child support each year.
Right, like
Indeed. And I'll say same interview. Nick Cannon is totally cool with jokes about how many kids he has. So we're good. We're good
All
with
good.
Nicky C.
I want to see Nick Cannon, man. I'm a big fan of Wildin' Out, and he's still on that show. I just want to
hilarious.
look at him and be like, dog.
right.
I mean,
what's up?
Right.
there's
Like,
just
so what's up?
To each their own, but there's a responsibility
12
factor, my
children
friend.
with 6
my
different women.
friend,
That's
exactly like
crazy.
my guy.
Bro, think about the coordination involved.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
And there's no beef. Like, you just hear about him having a kid. You don't hear about baby mama said this, baby mama said that.
I can't even imagine.
Baby mama going to court, baby mama drama. It's non-existent with him.
Right.
It's just, has another kid, meet a new baby mama.
Well, I mean, I think as long as
Where can I get in line? I want child support.
Well, I think as long as he's paying child support, that's why you're not hearing any of that, is my assumption.
Right, I assume it's not taken care of, right?
Nick Cannon's doing well for himself.
Listen, Nick Cannon, look, I ain't about kids, but you know, you dishing
Nick
out.
Cannon, right?
You dishing. I think we well know he is dishing
He is
out.
dish. He is very
much.
much.
Ask him. I think he's
So
just
is there a wait
dishing.
list or like what's good?
He's not just dishing; it's a buffet. BK, it is a buffet.
I'm
all you can eat.
Like, I'm
it's
just
all
curious.
You can eat.
Is he sitting there going like, I just want to keep angry as many kids as possible? Or is he going just like, if I have more kids, I have more kids? Like, I'm really curious.
Right.
I think it's that.
And
crazy.
here's the thing, though.
Where he just goes, I can take care of them.
Dropped another seed. Oh well.
However many kids I have, I'll take care of them.
Stop it.
It swam away.
Stop this.
That's wild, man.
Right.
That's wild.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, Nick Cannon,
Sorry.
just adopt some kids. There's plenty of kids out there that could use a
good.
nice dad.
I mean, that's like the whole thing. It's like, like Katie and I, we've talked about kids and stuff. But it's like, there's so many goddamn kids out there already.
Just
it's
Nick
like,
Cannon.
Yeah.
You could adopt one of his.
Apparently, you get $3 million a year, or at least a 12th of $3 million a year. Jesus, I'll take that.
Oh my goodness. We did actually. Yeah.
8 billion people.
I saw that.
We hit 8 finally.
We did it.
Oh.
In
The
here?
world.
Oh my God.
Not America. America's about 300 million.
In this room.
BK, America's about 300, maybe 350.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 8 billion's the whole plan.
Stop speaking English there.
Where are we hiding them? 8 billion! 8 billion! Abbott's right! Close the borders!
Oh no.
8 billion in Texas?
No, keep them up and I'm moving
When were
to
they
Mexico.
sneaking in?
Goodbye.
There was
Now we really do have aliens coming to Earth because they're illegal aliens living in Texas. We have 8 billion in Texas due to the illegal alien population from Saturn.
Oh my God. From Saturn.
There are no borders. Have you seen Star Wars? It just goes up. There's nothing we can do.
Breathe. I can't breathe.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, we need Spaceballs.
We gotta get Zootar out of here.
Stomach, please.
Yeah.
So funny.
We hit 8 billion. Where?
There was a sketch from the Whitest
many
Kids You
people.
Know, the Canadian group. And
Shut up.
It was
Rest
a
in peace,
guy who
Trevor.
was like delivering babies. He's like, oh, new baby away, good luck. It's like, you go to Cambodia, goodbye. You go to Detroit, goodbye. And then someone walks up, he's like, hey man, we need to slow it on the babies. And he's like, but what about all the babies we made? And he starts killing babies.
Oh, no.
You made me do this. And I'm like, oh, no, okay, go ahead and release the babies. It's like, this one to a mom with AIDS. And it's like, why?
Like, we had no
she's got
choice.
problems. Like, babies, everyone loves babies. Don't stop with the babies. And it's messed up.
Whitest Kids You Know had a great way of, that is a great social commentary, but the most fucked up framework. We're like, oh my God, what am I watching? But kind of have a point there.
Also, not much has changed.
Yeah.
True.
That was the big,
True.
what,
Well, there was a whole
15
thing.
years ago?
They did a whole thing where like it was
Right, right,
it was like anarchists. Like,
worse.
yeah, we did it. Like the anarchists, we've won. Yeah, it's like we can let everyone out of prison. Like, wait, why would we want to do that? It's like, well, because we're anarchists. It's like, but what about the people who were like killing people? It's like, well, okay, maybe they'll be okay, but that'll be the one thing we'll do.
That's
And it's
it.
Like,
What
what
about
about like when a house catches fire?
Yep,
Like,
yep, yep.
Shit,
That's slippery,
okay,
so-
Right, yeah.
well, maybe okay. Well, we'll have a fire department, but anarchy, and it's like,
love that.
It started like slowly like rearing back.
Backtracking.
Like, but we'll have an election, and then one person will be in charge.
Right.
One of the Joel Haver.
But they can be assigned at birth. That's
Yeah.
One of the Joel Haver animated's like that. You know how they it's the rotoscope like animations, and he'll build narratives. So, he's got the one with the it's like the supreme leader or whatever.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
guy's just like, these rules are stupid, man. And so then there's like the rebels, and so he eventually gets to one where like the rebels overthrow him, and they're like, we did it, we were the empire. It's like, what are you doing? It's the same thing. It's like,
Well, who's in charge?
who's in charge? It's like, I don't know. Well, I guess. Oh, it's like, so we should destroy their ship, like the flagship. It's like, well, no, I think we'll need that.
It's a
So
really
we
nice
should
ship,
probably
yeah.
save that. We need that. And then it just slowly turns into like, so we let everyone out of prison? Like, well, I don't know if we can let everybody out.
Right, yeah.
And it just slowly, immediately just becomes
it's
exactly
like,
the same.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Maybe you should, the consequences of my actions. Whoops. Oh, man. How's the clock looking? How we doing?
It's off.
Oh, no. It's off.
been
We
off?
have no sense of time anymore.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
You have, hey, listen here. You have 5 motherfucking minutes to get ready for the Face Jam event of the century, or at least this month, or at least this November 17th, because immediately after this broadcast, we will be streaming live the Face Jam Trucked Up watch along.
Oh God.
And a bunch of our brand new Face Jam merch will go on sale, including, but not limited to, the restock of the Switch Fork. The brand new Switch Spoon, which is very flat.
Very flat.
Don't expect it to work like a real spoon. They flattened it, but it works as a great stirrer.
spoon.
This is me saving you, the audience, from being surprised.
just a knife?
I'm gonna be mad
after
when
the
I don't get
purchase.
one.
Wait, isn't that a knife?
It's very round.
No, it's
but
round.
flat.
It's not a knife. It's just
Yeah.
a flat spoon. It's a great stirrer and more. Tune in seconds because that is going to be now.
If we
And I'm
want
going
to
to change.
cook during the watch party, can it be a cook party as well? I'd like to
don't
join
care.
y'all.
Watching cook?
You're not invited. You can watch. You
I'm
can't
sorry,
be
I already
on it.
received the invitation.
You are also not invited.
Okay,
Rude.
that's fine.
That
can-
just
we can
means you
cook
don't
together.
have to work late.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Appreciate it.
Yay.
Do you know how many people are in that show?
That's a lot of you.
Yeah. It was going to be the cast. And then we said, no.
Probably not.
We'll do 4.
Yeah, that sounds more reasonable. Honestly, too many cooks.
Here's
Too many
what's going to
cooks.
happen. It said, let's
Too
do the
many
whole
cooks.
cast. And we said, no, we're just going to do 4 of us. But then without telling anybody, we're putting Drew back.
Oh.
And so we
Goodness.
kind of uninvited everyone else, but then just invited
You
Drew.
resent my invitation.
But also, I mean, come on. He's
Return to
the
Jinko's.
guy,
That
Drew's
is
the
true.
trucked up guy. So
That
I
is
feel like if we're doing a
Do
watch
the
party,
Drew.
he'd
Yeah,
be
I
good to
know
have. He can tell the audience about everything that he deemed unusable.
Oh, I can't.
Which is a lot.
I can't wait for that.
Anything funny.
Yeah,
That's not true.
honestly,
Dude, also, I saw the rough cut of
Did
episode
you?
1. This show ain't short.
it's like,
Dude, episode 1, and I'm told there'll be
Fun.
a similar length. Episode 1's 38 minutes.
Dang, nice.
Wow, and what an exciting segue into the very first episode of Face Jam's Trucked Up. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
I win it.
Thanksgiving.
I surprise guest. I show up and I win the whole thing. Episode 7.
Hell yeah.
what are you?
I win. Bye. Ba-ba-da.
Jack, this one.